and welcome to NARL. It's great to be with you guys tonight. I am Ginger Vortex. I will be the caster of tonight's matches. Joined with me is the man, the myth, the legend, the mind behind this whole thing, Incognito. How are you doing tonight, Incog?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to watch some Rocket League. We have 4 great teams here tonight, and I think first up, we had to make it a last minute switch, but we're gonna have Strawberry Milk and Lunar Flame Gaming, who have a long history with each other. So it'll be interesting to see them back at it.
Honestly, it's been a long time coming, Incog. Like I feel like it was at one part of me feels like it was just yesterday I was casting for another league, and now it's like a few years later. It's like we're back and better than ever. That intro video was hype, man. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So yeah, just to give a rundown, right now y'all are looking at the bracket. It's going to be a single elimination, best of 5. Even the grand finals is a best of 5 tournament, and yeah, whoever wins will get a nice little title, Icebreaker Invitational champion. And I will be trying to work on maybe trying to get some trophies, so your team will have a trophy case, and you'll also be awarded a trophy. But that's not yet done. So, but look forward to that.
Awesome. Well, real quick, I think we have the players almost ready on the field. But Strawberry Milk versus Lunar Flame. I'm trying to remember. Did they ever meet in a championship back on the previous league they played in TLE? I'm trying to think if they ever matched up in the grand finals.
I'm not sure if they ever matched up in the grand finals, but they did match up in playoffs, and my Rocket League just crashed. Very nice.
No worries. We can give you a second to get that back up and running if you want.
Yeah.
But Strawberry Milk, and Lunar Flame, these teams have both known each other for a long time. Like standouts on Strawberry Milk, Hershey the captain, an absolutely great all-around player. They got Nyx, who honestly the amount of goals Nyx just comes out of nowhere and scores. Like you think you finally have kind of gotten the pressure off you. You block like a solo play, and then Nyx is just there and just whacks it in when you're not expecting it. Great player. And then you can't talk about Strawberry Milk without mentioning Organized Chaos. This man is an absolute a demigod. I'll glaze Organized just for a second. An absolute amazing player when it comes to those solo plays in the air, just absolutely crushing it. And but then going over to Lunar Flame, they have Kai Dog, who's kind of a new pickup for them. He's played on Lunar Flame before, I believe, but usually we see shout out to Flambe. Usually we see Flambe filling that third spot, but Kai Dog going to be playing tonight with Wegs and Zesty. And Wegs and Zesty, Kai Dog, they've also already known each other for a long time. Wegs used to be kind of like the standout player on Lunar Flame, but I think he's taken more time off the game than Zesty, so it's like I'm very interested to see the dynamic between Zesty and Wegs now that maybe Zesty has been playing it a little bit more often, because I've been playing Zesty in scrimmages, and man, his solo plays have gotten so good. Kai Dog, always the king of the double taps, and Wegs was an all-star in the previous league. So we're excited to see what they have tonight, and I think we'll head on over to the field in just a second. Want to make sure everyone's good to go, and we'll get this thing started. Incog, how you doing? You back?
Yes, I rebooted Rocket League. I'm back on the field here. The players are ready to go. They're pretty excited. I'm also excited to see this new composition of a Lunar Flame team and Strawberry Milk. This is the original 3 Strawberry Milk members, but I don't remember the last time this original 3 have competed. So it'll be interesting to see them back on the field as a trio.
Absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's head on over to the field.
Let's do it.
Get this game started.
I give him a go.
All right. Lunar Flame versus Strawberry Milk on Thursday Night Rocket League. How it was meant to be. Let's hit it. On kickoff. Oh, that one sneaks by Organized. A little stutter. This one. Going to be right in front of Strawberry Milk's net. That almost was a critical error coming out from Lunar Flame. Sorry, Strawberry Milk. Really on. Still on their back wall. High Dog taking the sky. Oh, he's going to go off ceiling, but Hershey gets it out before he can do anything with it. Hershey thinking about getting the demo there. Still goes for it. This one off in the corner. Zesty. Keeping it on Strawberry Milk's half, but then it gets absolutely hammered to the other side. Hershey with a little floater. Wags is there to make the save. Organized Chaos. Back over to Lunar Flame. Who's going to take control. High Dog. This one over to Zesty Z, who almost nails that one in. Goes Organized. Oh, great little recovery. All going to be deep into Lunar Flame territory. That was almost a goal at the front. Last second, and there is Organized Chaos with the goal. First goal of the Icebreaker Invitational.
Yeah, great pass by Hershey, tongue twister. Chaos there to pick it up, and this is one of the things you got to watch out with Strawberry Milk. They're known for their infield passes, and you saw one right there.
We got 1-0 for Strawberry Milk. This one's going to be sitting in midfield. Z, hit it into his own corner. Hershey. This one going to go to Wags. Maybe up to Z with the redirect. The redirect is there and a beautiful save by Hershey, but a beautiful shot from Wags and Z. That chemistry has not been lost. Zesty going to pass this one over to Wags. That was dangerous. Hershey saw it and went for it.
Oh, this one's open.
Oh, what? What was this?
I don't know what happened here. There was nobody back. It looks like there might have been a tie-up.
It almost looked like Lunar Flame faked it. Like it looked like Strawberry Milk was trying to cut it off. Lunar Flame just hesied and then just ripped it up, and Wex got an absolutely open goal. Lunar Flame ties it up.
Absolutely. Yeah, they'll absolutely take a freebie. Need everything you can get, and tied out the big dong. Zesty ends up turning off of this.
That was almost big ice cream. That was almost.
Tried to take Chaos Scales, so wasn't falling for it. Tight dog gonna take this one past one. 50's the other. It's a dunk. Mix has to retreat. He's trying to get a touch. Wegs is there for the finish. Wegs gets the goal.
Did Kai Dog get the bump? Kai Dog did get the bump on Nix. And Wegs finishes it. What a bump by Kai Dog. He's got that dog in it.
Got the dunk over one and then got the bump on the last.
Oh, did Kershey just respond? Dr. Kershey, he's surgical on the kickoff. Let's see, I think he delayed. Oh, he did delay it. The delay kickoff strat coming out from Strawberry Milk.
It's a huge kickoff from Dr. Kershey and putting this game, or tying this game back up. Still half the game left.
This one. Nix trying to get back with the fight. Anyway, here comes Nix. Not Nix, she's about to slam back. Right now, Strawberry has a lot of pressure, but it just broke. See? He's gotten past pretty much everyone. He's going for the solo, passes it out, but dude, Hershey is playing some great defense.
That was an excellent save on zero boost, and he was backwards trying to avoiding the bump as well. High Dog is getting super bumped at.
High Dog definitely going for those bumps. See how many goals he has turned on that one. I know it's not making it easy.
Oh, it was open, and they were trying to get it. Hershey was trying to get it down to Steve, and Nix just couldn't put it away. The pass was a bit heavy.
So close, so close. We're
Definitely
tied up.
wish I had
I like.
that.
Oh, but Nyx.
Oh!
Nyx redeems himself. Nyx with the redemption arc.
Here's another infield pass that we were talking about. Chaos just puts this in round 1, and Nyx is just there to finish up another open net coming out of Strawberry.
Yeah, we got Strawberry taking the lead. I love how this series has already been back and forth even in game 1.
Uh-oh!
No, the kickoff strats. They strike again.
Another kickoff goal. What happened here? Just a dead ball 50. Kaidog's kind of keeping this kind of soft. It comes back to Nyx, and Nyx just slots the top left.
Honestly, Nyx responded to that kickoff wicked quick. Like, that is not something that I think people recognize that is, like, it's not that easy to do when you're that close to the ball and you have to just react and shoot within, like, less than a second. Great job on
I'm
Nyx.
absolutely terrible at shooting.
I sometimes it'll be rolling right at me and I just like take a left. And I'm like, nope, don't want to do so.
Yep. Chaos is going to have an opportunity here. He's trying to pass it into Kershey. It's cut off by Wegs. This could be a counterattack coming out of Lunar, but Chaos cuts it off.
Wegs. I have seen something so far. It seems like Lunar's Flame really likes to push up the ball through numbers. And like on those demo plays and everything, it's working. But I think Strawberry Milk is starting to see that, and they're just going for these lobs downfield. Like here's another one, and then it's a 2v1. Wegs though does fill it out, but it's going to be interesting to see if they continue to kind of leave that third man on back. They're going to be able to prevent Strawberry Milk. Here comes Lunar Flame, trying to make it a 1-point game before time expires, but Nyx says not today. We got Strawberry Milk 1-0 on the series.
Yeah, I mean, a great game coming out of Strawberry. You thought it, like, going down to 2-1, that it was going to be disaster, giving up that open goal. But they came back with the Kershey kickoff, and then it was all Strawberry after that. And you can see Dr. Kershey there, 420 points on the score line. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 shots, 2 saves, and 2 demos. He's kind of all doing it all.
Yeah, he's the captain for a reason. Like, honestly, like when Nyx, and I don't know if it was organized or Kersh that passed it over to Nyx and he missed kind of an open shot. But then Nyx literally came back and scored like 2 goals back to back to secure the win for the boys. Like, honestly, a great game all around. And like Lunar Flame was there the whole time. They had some great, like that demo by Kaidog and then Wegs, and then I think it was a Wegs to Zesty play. Like they were right there. It was just, it seems like they're leaving their net a little bit open on some of these plays.
Yeah, I completely agree. I hopefully they can sew that up going into game 2 here.
Speaking of game 2, we are on the field and ready to go. Oh, we see another kickoff strat from Strawberry Milk. They want this in Cog. They did not come to mess around.
Strawberry's gone to a finals a bunch. I don't think they've taken a title, so winning the Icebreaker Invitational, the first ever tournament in NARL, would be something we definitely would love to have.
I agree. They want it. Oh, beautiful clear here. We see another redirect over to Z. See Nyx trying to pass this lead back over to Chaos. Chaos and Nyx trying to push it. Can't find it. Hershey is there to keep the pressure.
Strawberry's really mounting this pressure, but Kaidog's going to get him out with that pinch off the sidewall, but Chaos is going to have possession now, trying to take this one out of his own half. Zesty cuts him off. Hershey takes us to the corner. Kaidog's there to meet him. Kershey gets it past one. He gets it past another, and the Wegs going to get this one inside. Does he have enough boost to get it? No, but Chaos is going to put this into the box, and Zesty's going to clear it away. Steve trying to get out to Kershey, cut off by Wegs. It's a passing play from Lunar. Doesn't quite work as Kershey shuts it down.
Great passing play. I want to see more of that out of Lunar Flame. They are looking a lot more solid here on defense in this stage too. And look at these pass plays. Their infield pass game just immediately kicked it up a notch here in game.
And I think we might want to turn the game audio slightly down, as Bryce Christian in the chat is saying, just me or the game audio making it difficult to hear the shout cast. Hello, Bryce. And Kai Dog is gonna take an open net. What happened here?
Let's take a look at this. Kai Dog just off the 50. The 50 just does not go Strawberry Milk way, and Kai Dog is there.
Yeah.
Says thank you very much.
Zesty just absolutely crushes that 50 against Kershey. Kershey was last back, so they just needed a follow from any of the Lunar Flame players, and it was an open net.
I do see that some people are saying that if you can lower the game audio, maybe make the mic audio a little louder, if you're able to, I'm going to lower my desktop audio, which will lower the game audio a bit. And then are you able to just move your mic audio up a little bit to compensate?
Yeah, I can do that. I think probably most of the game audio, I was noticing that during the we did tell you that the game audio was a bit low. I think
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was first. But we can...
oh, okay. Make the mic audio louder or game audio lower.
Yeah.
I think the game audio is a little bit lower. I can also make the mic audio lower.
So,
you can probably turn me up in Discord too.
Yes, I'll turn you up in Discord.
And Nyx gets this one. Okay. Zesty with the follow, and this one's going to be Lunar Flame up by 2 goals. As Kai Dog gets a beat around the one. Nyx is awkward with no boost. Gets a touch out, but Zesty's there to rebound it off the backboard. And Lunar Flame's looking to tie this series up.
All right, we messed with the audio a little bit, but let's get back to the game. Yeah, Lunar 2-0. I took my eyes away from this series for 1 second, and Lunar Flame scores 2 goals. See if they can keep it.
They do not want to get swept by this Strawberry team. They know each other outside of this league, and there'll be some. They'll be talking some. They're gonna have talking rights or whatever you say.
This play by Strawberry Milk was almost made. That was almost a 3-man pass play. But yeah. Lunar Flame did respond. Oh, this one's awkward for Kai Dog. Kai Dog, there's Nyx. Z going to have to get this out of the danger zone.
Bryce is saying better FS.
Awesome. And then organized.
Ooh, what a skim from down to Chaos. Hershey there to follow. Tries to put this one on. Wegs is going to clear it away. Chaos there. 50-50 on one. Zesty picks it up. Hershey there to meet him. It's an open net. If Chaos can try to turn this in, it's difficult. He's not going to be able to get the angle, and Wegs is going to turn it away.
Such a close
Here comes Lunar Flame.
Sorry, no,
it was a close
go.
I'm going to say here comes Lunar Flame, but Strawberry shuts it down quickly, and it's a pinch off of a Lunar Flame defender, and it's going to go right in to the Lunar Flame net.
Oh my gosh, and Strawberry Milk bringing it within 1 with less than a minute on the clock. Can they have the comeback here in game 2?
Hershey absolutely slots that, and Strawberry Milk's got 57 seconds to tie this game up, or it's going to be a tie series. Here comes Nyx off the back wall. Is there another Strawberry? Nyx is getting in the mix again. Thank you, Bryce Christie, for that shout out. And it's going to be another infield pass. Kershey to Chaos, back to Chaos.
That was
That's
so
a mouthful.
close. I thought Chaos had it. Oh, but here comes Chaos. Going to respond in the sky. Going to pass this one over to Kershey. Kershey really wanted that shot. Kershey can't get it by Z. Z, pass 2. But organized. Takes a stab at net. Kershey going to corral this off the Weg save. This one into the corner. Organized at net. Nyx trying to get the demo, can't find it. This one midfield. Lunar Flame needs to hold on. What a save by Z, but they're not out of the woodwork yet. And this one does get hit down, and we got a tied series on our hands.
You think this is going to 5 games?
It's going for 5 games. There's no way this doesn't go for 5 games.
Yeah, this is definitely going to 5 games. And look at Zesty. Zesty with 503. The next person closest to him is Kai Dog. Zesty had himself a game too.
Yeah.
3 saves, so he was on the back line, just getting those saves, not letting Strawberry score, and just holding on to that early 2-0 lead.
And like Kershey, like 4 shots, 1 goal, really tried to, like, there was a lot of stabs Kershey made out net that I didn't think Lunar Flame was going to get to, but sadly, for Strawberry Milk, Lunar Flame just great defense. They held on, they got their 2-point lead, played stellar defense, and now we got a tied up series. Dude, I don't know what's going to happen in game number 3. This has been so back and forth. Like, I feel like Lunar Flame, like at the end, Strawberry Milk started to come back, but like for the majority of this game, Lunar Flame dominated. And I think in game 1, after halftime, Strawberry Milk dominated. So I think it's anyone's game 3, but I think whoever wins game 3 will take this.
Yeah, winning 2 games in a row is going to be difficult with these teams so close in skill level. And they know each other so well too, playing each other so many times in the past. So they know each other's tendencies. They know what they're trying to do. And so we'll see what happens here in game 3.
All right, here in game 3, we got some immediate pressure from Strawberry Milk on Lunar Flame's half. This one going to go up High Dog. High Dog not quite able to get that. A beautiful clear by Strawberry Milk. Wags going to back it up. Oh, a little pass play here on defense from Lunar Flame, but then they double commit. It's going to say the chemistry was there, but then it isn't. Oh, nice shot by Z. Almost gets it past the defense, but here comes Nyx on the sidewall. Going to give it up to Organize. Organize. Floating. Kai Dog. Beautiful defense. Z onto the sidewall. Nyx and Z going to collide for the 50 in midfield. Lob up to Z. Z tries to turn it in. Here comes Net. Nyx. Got mixed up with my colors for a second there. It's red and pink. I thought Z was shooting, but Z was just putting it into the corner.
That was a great opportunity with Nyx on the 1v1. Just couldn't end up converting. And it's still going to be Strawberry's possession, Strawberry's pressure, as they are in the Lunar Flame half, and Lunar Flame's trying to get this one out of their half. Nyx is going to cut this one off. Chaos is there to meet him. This one's going to ping around, and Kershey's going to track it back to the corner. Going to get a good touch to relieve some of the pressure, but here comes Zesty into the corner. Goes for a corner double. Is there anybody there? No. Chaos is able to take this one out. Uh-oh! Almost an own goal coming out of Legs. That would have been disastrous.
Would have been disastrous, but he transitions it into a solo play. I thought he was going to get the second touch there, but a beautiful clear. Hershey, though, gets this over to Chaos. Chaos has been waiting for his moment to take a stab at this net and hits an absolute slot.
Hershey gets a great pass hard off the back wall, and Chaos has all the time in the world, and he just sends everything he has into that shot, into the near post, and there's nothing Zesty could do about it.
Here comes Kershey. Going to be turned away by Z. Nyx on the back wall. Going to have to play some defense. That almost was an easy goal for Lunar Flame. Strawberry Milk on their back line right now. Organized. Moved to Kershey. Kershey getting this over to Nyx. The speed on that pass play was great, but Kai Dog playing that shadow defense reacted to it really well.
And Kai Dog starting to read these infield passes coming from Strawberry Milk. It's one of the keys to success for Lunar Flame. They do need to cut off those infield passes. It's the bread and butter for Strawberry.
Absolutely. Here comes Kai Dog. No, Nyx over to Kurt. Oh, these I love infield pass plays. Like sometimes you play these ranked games or you get GC teams and it's all just corner. It just gets stuck in the corners. Like it's clear corner. The infield passing from both these teams has been really, really stellar and really fun to watch.
I completely agree, Ginger. That's the way to play threes, as I like to say, is get the passing plays moving. You can hit the ball faster than somebody can get there, so really move his ball around.
I agree. Oh, a beautiful delay by Kershey, but another man is there for Lunar Flame. And Kai Dog going to push. Ooh, beautiful little dunk there by Nix, but here comes Wegs. Wegs is on the warpath, but it gets denied again by Hershey. Hershey gets another one. Hershey, oh no, but here it comes. Organized needs to do something with this.
You can really tell Wegs is starting to get comfortable in this series. You can see his speed just starting to pick up. And that's something Strawberry's going to have to watch out for. If Wegs starts to get going, it's going to be a dangerous Lunar Flame team.
Yep, you do not want to get Wegs comfortable in a series.
Oh, Kai Dog. Kai Dog almost slotted that in the far post off Strawberry's own bat ball. That would have been nice.
Ooh, maybe a mistouch there by Kai Dog. Z bails him out. It's actually going to go back to Kai Dog. Kai Dog not quite able to corral that. Hershey going to hit it into the corner wall. Oh, Chaos has the ball and some boost, but misses his second touch. I think he was trying to get the dunk on Wegs, but Wegs put it under him. Z, Nix. This one, back over to Kirsch. Hershey, going to take his time. Oh, he got bumped on his solo play.
Chaos trying to get this one into Lunar Flame half. Oh, it's a big dunk from Nix. Is that going to go in? It's not. Lucky for Lunar Flame, that just bounces right off their post.
Yep, Lunar Flame is going to have exactly one more chance at this. Tie this up. Oh, the pinch! Kai Dog! Kai Dog's there, he's got a solo! He's got a solo! Oh, he can't corral it. I thought they had, that was a genius idea to go for the pinch there. That had more heat. If that had
he had the opportunity. Yeah. He had the opportunity, he had the space, he had the 1v1. It's everything you could want. Being down one with, a few seconds left, maybe not a defender in net, but that's about as good of a look that you're going to get. And he wasn't able to convert it, and it's going to be Strawberry Milk on match point.
And we are going to head on over to DFH Stadium.
Yeah, you can see, Wegs, Zesty also, everyone roughly having around the same points. It was kind of an even spread. Chaos getting involved in the shooting. 50% on the shooting. Not too bad for Chaos.
Yeah, no,
not too bad at all.
I feel like what's going to what it's going to come down to in Game 4 is I've noticed that both Wegs and Organized do not seem as involved in this series yet as I'm expecting them to be, if that makes sense. And I think whoever gets comfortable going into Game 4 will take this game. If Organized steps up and plays really comfortably, I think Strawberry Milk will take it, vice versa for Wegs.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Wegs is going to do in this Game 4, because it looked like he was kind of stepping up and getting settled in Game 3. And Kai Dog looked like he was kind of taking a backseat compared to what he was doing in Game 2.
Absolutely. And here we are in game number 4. Kai Dog over the Wegs, immediately a pass play coming out from Lunar Flame.
And if Lunar Flame can get the pass plays going, it's going to be a really fun match. There's going to be a lot of back and forth.
We see Lunar Flame, that was a aggressive play there, but it didn't end up biting them in the butt. Or did it? Here comes Kershey. Caster's Curse. I was going to say they only had one man back since they had committed hard, and I was like, oh, they cleared it, they're fine, and then just the lob from Kirsch.
Yeah, it was a hard commit, and that 50 unfortunately goes straight into a Strawberry Milk player, and there was nobody back because of that aggressive offensive positioning.
Agreed, and here comes Wegs, Organized, going to turn it away. Hershey into the corner.
Wegs has got some good control here. He's trying to go under Nix. And,
I thought he had it.
Nix, yeah, I thought he did too. And Nix just barely got a piece of it.
Oh, Kai Dog got launched.
Yeah, Hershey with a big dunk. Not going to be able to get another touch though. And Nix has got this one. Is it on target? No, it's just over the bar. That could have been another goal for Strawberry and going up with 2. And Hershey's got this pass too, and he can't turn it in.
He got impatient. I think he had a second to wait there and turn it in, but he saw the defense coming. I think he panicked.
It was a good opportunity. Zesty had a shot on target. It was turned away by a Strawberry Milk defender.
Oh, this is dangerous for Lunar. Z's got to buy him some time. Z, beautiful. Over to Wegs at net. Organized. Missed touch. Is anyone there to clean it up? Nix getting off to the side. This one, an absolute rocket. Great save there by Z. Organized, though. This is where he's dangerous, but it's turned away by Kaidog. Did I see a little chain dash there from Wegs? I think I saw a little chain dash.
I still don't know how to chain dash. I've been trying to learn, but it is... I'm too old for that.
Well, it's like you see, there's so many YouTubers that will be like, oh, like you just do this and this, and it's like, I honestly like, you just have to hit jump ridiculously fast. Like that's what it comes down to. Is hold towards the wall, and if you can't hit flip fast enough, you can't chain dash. And
that thought that Strawberry almost scored. Chaos had an opportunity. I think he thought there was going to be a Lunar Flame that was going to contest that. And there was just nobody.
I caught him a little off guard. Kaidog, ooh, Kaidog almost pinched that with the backflip into the net.
That is some great positioning from Organized Chaos to stay back there, not push up.
Sorry, keep going. That pass play just was looking like it ruined something nice.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that was a great positioning from Chaos to stay back, stay disciplined, not push out until you fully transitioned. And that could have been a goal from Lunar Flame if he would have pushed out his third.
Absolutely. Zesty. This one midfield, Kaidog. Gonna dunk Nix. Zesty wants to get on this ball. Chaos says not today. Wegs misses. Kaidog needs to do something with this. Does he get it over Chaos? He doesn't. He needs to dunk Kershey. Kershey takes a stab at net. Oh no, it was a pass. But Wegs playing some good defense here. Kaidog over to Z. Z solo. He's got one. Oh no, I thought he had that second. Here comes Nix to the sky, looking for the redirect. Puts it middle. Kaidog with the save. Kershey, he just waited him out. A beautiful play by Kershey just to wait for this.
It's an errant touch coming from Kaidog. He can't see where anybody's at. He thinks somebody's going to be there closer. Kershey's just waiting on that touch, and he just takes the open net.
And now the pressure is on Lunar Flame here in game number 4. This is do or die for them. Got a minute on the clock. We'll see what they can do. Wegs, midfield. Z. Oh, a little pass play brewing. This one going to be into the corner. Wegs needs to beat Kershey. He does it. Nix makes the shot. A bump by Kaidog. All right, Z's got some space. He's got some boost. Oh, but Nix says get out of here. Nix did not let him have time on that ball. That was a great play.
Lunar Flame needs something quick because they got 30 seconds left and they're down by 2. Need something like now, and that could be it, but it's just off the side, and they're still going to keep the pressure.
Wegs, this off the back wall. The pinch. Kaidog, no, he should have stayed grounded. This one going to be Kershey. Kershey almost gets the dunk. Can't find it. Here comes Wegs. They got to put this in. Chaos almost gets bumped by Wegs. He somehow avoids it. Chaos with the fast break over to Kershey. They counterattack that last shot.
It's a trash time goal, and they will take it. Kind of a victory lap for Strawberry Milk as Strawberry is going to take this semifinal match. 2 seconds left. I don't think it's possible to score 3 goals.
I don't think it is, but Lunar Flame, honestly, like, they played really, really well. I think this last game got a little bit away from them, but every game they were there. They took one of their own. I can't wait to see these two teams play more games against each other.
Yeah, I also can't wait for them to play more against each other. It was a fun match. It was back and forth, but Strawberry just kind of got stronger as the series progressed, and that ended up being the deciding factor. Ginger, have you been saving replays?
I have saved all but the first 2. So I am going to go into settings right now, and because of Rocket League's update, I think I can grab those first 2 quick.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah, sorry, get back to you, Incog.
Yeah, so did we want to grab somebody from Strawberry Milk to do a post-match interview real fast?
I think that would be a great idea. Do you want to grab them and get one of them in there, talk to them about it, and while you do that, I'll try to get those two replays.
Yeah, I'll try to message and see who wants to come on in here and talk about the match a little bit.
Awesome. Well, that
I think
happens.
I feel like Hershey might be down. Like, let's see, Chaos is typing.
Go back to the bracket.
Who wants to come in? Oh yeah, let's go back to the bracket. Oh, the bracket is updated. This is a first time running a tournament, so we're hoping we did test all these components, but it's different. It's always different when you do it live.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see, yeah, Strawberry Milk. They will be advancing to the grand finals, is taking down Lunar Flame 3-1 on the series. Kershey said that he is down. So let's see.
Take a sec to get him in here, but
Drag in.
honestly, Kershey, I feel like was this I don't know. I feel like I'm split. They all played very well. Organized had a little bit of a slower start in the series, but really stepped it up in the later half. Kershey, I feel like was solid for the full series, was just kind of like rock solid. But then like Knicks had some just like critical plays that really gave them W. So it's like I don't know who would be the MVP if that was like a finals. I don't know. But definitely Kershey would be definitely considered for
Oh,
that.
here we go. There he is. The man of the match.
Howdy.
So I guess first question is what was it like playing Lunar Flame again? It's been I don't know how long.
Very nostalgic. I mean, this brought back a lot of memories, and I feel like they were one of our rivals back in the day. But there's a lot of love between all of our players, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then I guess now you guys are going to the grand finals. And what was it like playing with Steve or Nix, I guess, and Chaos? It's been a while since I think the original 3 Strawberry members have played in the league before.
Yeah, I mean, this was my original team back in the day. I've known these guys for like 7 years now. So we play from time to time, but it's been a while since we played a game on stream that was casted. So for that, I mean, it just feels really good to be back. I love playing with those boys.
That's great to hear, Kershey. You were like honestly like I was just saying a second ago. It's like I don't know who the MVP would go to, but you would. I feel like it might have to go to you. Like Organized had a little bit of a slower start, but really stepped it up in those last games to make sure you guys got the W's. I feel like Knicks had just these moments of brilliance where like the game was like Lunar Flame, you were kind of going back and forth, and then Knicks would get like a bump or something that would lead to a goal from you or from Organized. But I feel like you like the whole entire series were just you were rock solid. The kickoff strats in game 1 was just phenomenal.
I mean, I definitely appreciate that. I feel like, especially the last game with the hat trick, I was just putting balls into open nets. The boys were doing all the work. They were giving me the passes. They were clearing the way for me. So, I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but this really felt like a team effort. We were kind of in a flow state.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're excited to see you in the finals. Do you have anything else you want to say to the other 2 teams that we'll get in here soon? That one of them is going to face you guys in the grand finals.
Good luck. Have fun.
I like it. I like it. Thank you so much, Kershey, for joining us here in the booth.
Thank you. Much love.
All right. Well, I think we'll go to just a brief intermission, if that's okay, Incog. We'll get the lobby set up, get these other 2 teams ready to go, and we'll see you guys in about probably 5-10 minutes. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. After that quick delay, we have Bang Esports versus FaithX coming up here for our second match of the night. The winner of this will move on to play Strawberry Milk in the finals. How we feeling, Incog? How we feeling?
Well, we saw these two teams play on Sunday in our little exhibition, and it seemed pretty back and forth. I think they were just trying to feel each other out. That was my first time seeing FaithX play. This is the first time seeing Bang play. I've seen Judge, I guess, play in a few, and Supreme, one of the team members of Bang Esports. Aquatic, who I'm not sure if he's going to make it tonight. They did have a last second sub if he's not going to make it, but he looked also incredible Sunday.
Yep, I agree. It does look like Aquatic is in the match, so I think we will have the same matchup as we did on that exhibition match. So this should be a great series, but I think we get right into it. What do you think, Incog?
I need to get into your party real fast.
All right. Well, we'll get.
And then yes, I agree. Let's get right into it once I join the match here.
Okay. Let me move to the field. Got our scoreboard looking all nice. Got our team colors correct. Incog is in. Let's give them the go, go, go. All right, game number 1 of our second match of the night. It is FaithX versus Bang Esports here in game number 1 on DFH Stadium. Oh,
I'm really glad Aquatic was able to make it. That's huge for Bang Esports because he was a standout player in that exhibition.
absolutely. We'll have to see if he can continue that magic here tonight. Oh, I think he can. I think he can. Incog Aquatic wastes no time getting a goal on the board.
Aquatic reads this off the corner, gets a nice little soft touch to himself, and then gets the beat over Steve the Taco. It's going to put Bang Esports up by 1.
Yep, I thought Steve the Taco was there. It looked so close, but Aquatic just barely get it by him. Oh, but here comes Steve the Taco on the breakaway. Steve the Taco immediately responds to Aquatic with a goal of his own, beating him to the boost and beating him to the ball.
And that feels so good if you're FaithX, like getting that response, tying that game back up immediately. You have the whole game. We're back to a tie score. It's like a 0-0 ball game.
Yep, 0-0, 4.5 minutes on the clock. We got Aquatic. Oh, he can't find the boost. A beautiful 50 there by Supreme, and he retains possession. Debbie, though, with a nice dunk. Judge going to try to clear this one out. See the Taco trying to keep it in. AJRJ denied by Supreme. Supreme getting a bump on Debbie, trying to give Aquatic some room here. Supreme with the downfield demo. Judge absolutely rips one. What a demo play, and what a shot by Judge.
And Bang Esports put the bang in Esports as they just went out for demos, and it left the net wide open. Judge gets good power on that and puts it right on, and Bang Esports up by 1.
Yeah, Supreme with some supremely good demos there. I have to say, like, there's so many ways you can use the word Supreme. But yeah, had to use it at least once. Here comes though. This is a little dangerous.
AJRJ just ended up being a little better defense coming from Bang, but Steve Taco gonna take this one in the air. He's gonna get it past 1. Supreme is there trying to go for a block. Devi is gonna get it past him. Aquatic low boost gets a 50. That's a big dunk from AJRJ. It's going to the center, and Devi's gonna try to pass this back to Steve the Taco. Steve's gonna pass to AJRJ for a shot on. Aquatic is there for the save.
That was a beautiful play though by FaithX that you get more and more confidence as you get plays like that under your belt. And Devi, so smart to chip this in here. So many players will either cling this off crossbar or like flip into it, but just hitting the brakes and kind of like hitting it to the side. That was a beautiful shot there by Debbie.
That was a beautiful shot, and I think there might have been some confusion on the goal line for Bang Esports of who was going to challenge that ball. Debbie did have some time and space, and here's another play the judge could have made, but cut off by, I think it was one of the Faith players. I couldn't tell which.
It looked like Judge was going for the fake there, and it was a well-timed fake. The Faith X, I think, just like with the ball was just like, it didn't end up being able to convince him not to go for it. But Judge with the placement there almost gets a goal. Aquatic. Oh, there's a double commit by Faith X, but Faith X did get some bumps, so they'll probably get out of this. AJRJ to the sky. AJRJ over to Debbie. Maybe back to Steve? No. Oh no. We got Aquatic with boost, with the flip reset, off the backboard, into net. I think he used his flip here. Let's see. I think he gets a flip.
I think he just used the back of his car to get that angle, because that's a very difficult angle, a negative angle almost, to get that down under the crossbar. And Aquatic is popping off.
No, absolutely. Aquatic is having a great game. But here comes AJRJ. Does he have a response? Both these teams are so close in skill level. Aquatic. Flip reset. AJRJ, though, patiently waiting for it. Beautiful defense. Judge. Oh, Steve the Taco with an absolute rip. No, that's Supreme. Mistouch. Aquatic needs to take control here. Steve the Taco. Going to try to deny him that. Aquatic. Leave this one over to a teammate. Debbie gets denied. Oh, a beautiful infield pass from Debbie to Steve. Steve going to go for the redirect. Can't quite find it. And Aquatic gets the clear.
AJRJ goes to the side, almost a follow, and it ends up being a fake. Debbie's got a shot on target. It goes over the post. And here comes Aquatic. He's got boost. He's got the ball. Does he got the goal? He does got the goal.
Oh, that was so close. I thought Faith X had this. But Aquatic, beautiful control there. And oh no, I think that's just a miss on defense from AJ.
I think AJ thought he was going to go higher, and he got stuck on that ramp part of
Oh, did he get stuck on the corner?
I think he did, and that messed up his jump just slightly, causing him to miss that.
Faith X, they look a little bit shaken here. They're still on their back line. They need to get their chemistry going. Nice clear. Judge. Not sure if that was a fake or a miss. I think he was just leaving it for Aquatic or Supreme. AJ.
I think he was going to leave it for Aquatic, and Faith just jumped on top of that. This is a great passing play coming out of Faith, and Judge is going to turn it away.
That was such a good passing play. Oh, but no, here comes AJRJ. Oh no! They are cooking, but they can't keep the food on the plate.
They are starting to mount a lot of pressure, and Debbie almost had a goal. This one has to go in.
Yeah, Faith X needs to turn in a goal here. The good news is it's like, even though they're down by 2, they're getting shots and great looks on the net. So if they can actually turn those in, and Steve the Taco with the flick, top left.
A monster flick coming out of Steve the Taco. Look at this. Gets the ball on his hood, reverse 45, top left, bends off the crossbar. You can't ask for a better shot than that.
No, that was that was peak perfect placement from Steve the Taco. We got
that shot from the midfield, and it still had enough power to go in. That was crazy.
Yeah, and that arc was great. Oh, Steve the Taco dropping it down to AJRJ. Judge needs to get on this ball. Going to try to play Debbie. Gets a pinch. Oh, Aquatic was a little close there. Here comes Aquatic with the pinch. AJRJ to the sky. Oh, Supreme says not today. But here comes Steve the Taco. Does he have a little bit more magic? This is going to get to the sidewall. Here comes Steve the Taco. Can he send it to OT? No, it's denied. Bang Esports stops him on the goal line.
Judge gets the save. He was trying to dunk that last one in. That was incredible. Faith X really started turning up the pressure the last half of that game 1. They are going into game 2 hot.
Yep, and that replay is saved this time, and so now we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, let's talk about the stats for a second. I'm just quickly going to switch the stadiums.
Yeah, Aquatic with MVP, 652 points, 3 goals, 5 shots, and a save as well. If you're Faith X, that is the one guy you do not want to give space to. You want to challenge him quick, make him do something with the ball. Because if he has space, time, and boosts, you're going to be in trouble. And he showed that in game 1. Let's see if Faith X can shut him down in game 2. But he was looking good.
Yep, absolutely. And I saw, it seemed like both I know AJRJ, it doesn't show it on the score, but I think both AJRJ and Steve the Taco started getting a lot more comfortable in the second half of that game. Devi has been absolutely great, just kind of being there wherever he's needed. But this is going to be interesting to see what happens in game 2.
Yeah, Devi had some close opportunities for goals. AJRJ had also some close solo play opportunities where he almost hit a nice little double tap. And Steve the Taco. And this one, we're going to start the scoring off early, and guess who it is, Ginger?
I got my eyes closed. Was it Aquatic? I have 500 on Aquatic.
It was Aquatic off the kickoff. Just a really good sheet. Good kickoff, good sheet. Bang Esports going up early.
Here's another great kickoff out of Bang Esports. This is awkward, and Supreme gets on the board.
Oh no, another kickoff goal. This is not a great start, but luckily for FaithX, they have lots of time to come back in this game too.
And they got lots of time. They were really, I thought they looked like the better team, or like, sorry, it looked like they were overwhelming Bang Esports in the second half of game 1, but Bang Esports held strong. And I'm eating my words here in game 2 because Bang Esports just absolutely hammering them right now.
And there's 2 kickoff goals. I mean, that just hurts, right? Like, kickoff goals are never fun. Any game mode, whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, it just does not feel good to get kickoff goals against.
Agreed. But here comes Steve the Taco. Oh, I thought he was absolutely going to light up Supreme, but Supreme is going to ease on by. Judge with a nice little flicker pop there. Judge clearing it downfield. AJRJ. The sidewall. Here's a pass play from FaithX, but Supreme is there to interrupt it. An absolute bang by Steve. Little catch by Devi. Devi trying to control this. Going to go for the flick, but it's turned away.
AJRJ trying to bring this ball back into the Bang Esports half. Supreme going to cut it off. He's got some ball in the corner. Steve's going to dunk him, but it's Aquatic, not Aqua the Pro, but he looks like Aqua the Pro. With the ball, he's going to figure this one out. Judge up quick. This one's going to be off the backboard. Steve the Taco there.
And this one just going to float in midfield for a second. Aquatic, though, AJRJ is starting to read Aquatic and playing some really good aerial defense against him, which is definitely needed.
Oh, that's a great touch by Devi, but there's no one there to finish it. And how could you read that if you're one of the FaithX players? That came out in a hurry.
That was close. Yeah, FaithX is responding to Aquatic now. They're there every time Aquatic tries to go for something. They're not leaving him time on the ball. Devi going double. He does get the double, but it's off target. AJRJ going to be denied by Supreme. Here comes Aquatic. Steve on the back wall. Steve going to delay. This one's out middle. Judge almost got an open shot on net, but it's denied. AJRJ over to Steve the Taco. At net. Aquatic's awkward, but he gets the save. Here comes AJRJ to the sky. No, he gets bumped off it, but Supreme with the miss, and Steve the Taco. Another goal for Steve.
And FaithX has started to ramp up the pressure. Before this miss by Supreme, they were starting to ramp it up. You could tell the speed was coming out. They were maintaining possession. The ball was mostly on the Bang Esports half, and they finally get rewarded with a goal. And hopefully they can keep it up going, for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. And AJRJ, that was also a great pass by AJRJ there. But, oh, another great hit by AJ. Let me just keep saying AJRJ for the next 5 minutes. But no, we need to talk about Supreme and Judge Dredd. Longtime teammates, I believe, in both 3s and 2s. And the chemistry. Judge knew exactly where Supreme would be there and just lobs it up to him.
Excellent vision by Judge. He said, "Hey, Supreme, I know you missed that one back there. Here, get you one back." And Supreme gets his one back and gives him that insurance goal, which is always nice to have.
But here comes FaithX on the counterattack. AJRJ, did he put it in? No! What a slot, but it's just barely off.
Goes off of both posts. That's heartbreaking for FaithX.
Steve the Taco denies it. AJRJ, this one past mid. Judge, corner. Judge continuing. Can't find it. Steve the Taco. AJRJ, an absolute bang. And the save is not going to be there. And AJRJ brings it within one.
Was this a pinch, Ginger?
I think that was a
teed up.
It was a Charlie Brown.
Steve the Taco teed it up, and AJRJ just came in and just took a shot on net, and Bang Esports wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and this one now. 1 goal game here in game number 2. See if FaithX can have the comeback.
AJRJ pulls off that one, catches it off his card. Doesn't have boost though. He's gonna try to get this one mid into Devi. Devi's going high. Judge Dredd smartly on the backboard plays that one out into space. He gets a good dunk to try to follow it. AJRJ on the back wall. He's gonna clear it out. Devi's gonna follow it. Here comes FaithX into the Bang Esports half. Steve the Taco puts it mid for Devi. Devi can't get to it. Judge turns it away. Now it's a fast break from the other end. AJRJ slows it down. He's got to play time, and he does so well.
Steve the Taco. Nice little unselfish play over to Devi. Though read well by Bang Esports. Steve the Taco, not the best touch there, but they're not going to get punished for it. Devi going to deny this one down. Supreme, though, can't quite get his card to lift off on the wall there. Kind of got that weird glitch, but it doesn't matter. Supreme, I don't know how he found that angle, but he did.
I don't know how he found that angle either. He's in the FaithX corner, and he's trying to get this one mid. Maybe he was trying to put it on target, but nonetheless, it's another goal for Bang Esports, and they're up by 2 with 30 seconds left.
Yep. We'll see what happens here. AJRJ going to be denied by Supreme. Aquatic. Going to be denied by Steve the Taco. Devi to the sky. Going to fake it. AJRJ, he's got speed. Some chain dashes. Over to Steve the Taco. Maybe back to AJRJ. This one going to be in midfield. Steve. Going to be popped back up to Steve. This one down over to Devi. Oh, it's a fake. And Bang Esports going to take game number 2 as well.
Yeah, Bang Esports taking game number 2. So FaithX is going to have to reverse sweep. They're going to have to win 3 games in a row if they want to get to the grand finals. Bang Esports, they just need 1. And look at Supreme. You know, after Supreme had that miss that ended up becoming a FaithX goal, he was able to get one back off the pass off a Judge, and he was the MVP of the match. 553 points on the score line, 3 goals, 1 assist on 3 goals on 4 shots, mind you. And Steve the Taco also put in some work on the FaithX side. I would like to see FaithX turn up at the end of game 1 when they had all that pressure and all that speed that they were just basically keeping Bang Esports in their half. I would like to see them do that for this game 3, Ginger. Also, I will remind for save replay just because
already on
if you haven't done it
already on it. But that is good that you reminded me, because the one time you won't will be the time I forget.
Yes.
We're going to head on over to game number 3, though. We need to grab a drink of water here in a second.
I know. I'm right there with you.
I am forgetting to fill up my water bottle. But we got game 3. It's do or die for FaithX, and they go for a fake. And
I love to see that.
Oh, no.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up. If things aren't working, you gotta try something different. So a nice little fake kickoff. That could be oh my goodness, Supreme.
Supreme's placement has been supremely well placed. That is my sentence I am going with, and I do not regret it. Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
he gets that past all 3 FaithX defenders and snipes the near post. I think they were thinking that ball was going to bounce into the midfield, the FaithX defenders, and it came off the back wall, and Supreme just read it perfectly.
Yeah, just a beautiful read by Supreme. And I forgot.
But here comes Steve the Taco. Steve the Taco almost had one. It was turned away, and FaithX now mounting that pressure. This one is going to go to Devi. Can Supreme get a dunk? He does, but it's almost right back into Devi's hands. Devi's going to try to follow this with no boost. There's a miss coming out of Aquatic. Maybe he was leaving that for Judge. Nonetheless, this one's coming back into the FaithX half, and there's a bump play, a full shot almost, coming out of Bang Esports.
Yeah, and this one just kind of bouncing around midfield. Is that a goal from FaithX? No, it's denied. And here comes Supreme going the other way.
FaithX has gotten so close on so many goal opportunities. Just going off the post, just slightly left or right. If they get some of these to fall, I think they're going to take one of these games, take this game.
Absolutely. I think FaithX just needs to, like, they have so many good plays. Just can't turn them into goals. Here comes Devi. Be in midfield. This ball just kind of going back and forth right now. Got a game of Pong on our hands.
Yeah, none of these teams can keep the pressure as they're all kind of searching for boosts, it seems like, and the spacing's a little bit far apart. But if you're Bang Esports, you're already up by 1. You only need this, and you're going to the grand finals. You don't need a goal, so they can play a little bit more back and a little bit more defensive. But if you're FaithX, you lose this and you're out of the tournament.
Yep. But it's like it's like when the other team is playing laid back, is that when you press when you're already down 1, or do you play it like, do you wait until it's a later part of the game before you feel like you have to start pressing harder? And I think right now FaithX is just trying to stay calm, and they got a lot of time on their hands. So if it just becomes a kind of back and forth, I think they will probably be fine with that.
Yeah, it looks like FaithX is looking for their time to strike. Oh my goodness!
My
Devi!
gosh!
Devi reading this one off the sidewall, gets the flip on the catch. The flip reset into the top bins. What a goal from Devi! If Devi is waking up.
Yep, Devi waking up. I wasn't sure. Was Devi the one on the back wall that scored it? Was he who was the passer there? That pass was nice.
I don't know who the pass was, but what a read. And Devi again gets another good shot on target. It's turned away by Aquatic, and Aquatic's trying to get a counterattack on the other end. See the Taco putting this one into the corner, trying to maintain pressure. He gets a ground pinch. Judge is there to turn it away. Steve puts this in the corner, trying to keep it in the Bang Esports half, and Aquatic is going to fake this all the way as he doesn't have any boost, and okay, good. Steve the Taco is back. I don't think their second was expecting that 50 to come out, and this is a big dunk. It's offered for RJ, excuse me, but he's able to get it, turn it away with a low boost.
Oh, this one's deep.
And
deep into Bang Esports territory. Here comes Aquatic off the back wall, denied again by FaithX. This one, B2 Aquatic, denied by FaithX. Here comes Devi. Does he have some more magic in him? No, he doesn't quite get the shot. And Bang Esports with the counterattack. So AJRJ is going to be there, getting it out of danger. He doesn't quite get the demo there, but everyone kind of didn't quite expect Aquatic to get that second touch there. So no one's able to be there. Aquatic trying to get this one into the corner, maybe going to go for a ground pinch here, but FaithX is there, denied by Bang Esports again.
Yeah, Aquatic just causes so much chaos, doesn't he, on the offensive half? Just making multiple players from FaithX go because you have to. You can't let him have an open net, so they're doing a good job of shutting him down in this game 3.
Yep, absolutely. And here, this one hit over to the side. Gonna be for Aquatic, trying to get the redirect, can't quite find it. We might be going into OT in game number 3.
This be our first OT ever, Ginger? I think it might be.
I think it might be, and we are a second away from getting it. But here comes Faith X. It's in the corner. Here comes Bang Esports going the other way. Faith X trying to get this one down. It stays up. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This ball's still up. Both teams going for it. They do not want OT, but we will get OT. Overtime between Bang Esports and Faith X here in game number 3.
Wow, I've never seen the overtime text on this overlay because I have not actually tested that. So thanks, Bang Esports and Faith, for taking this to a overtime. And
does this we need to pay them as QA analysts now?
We might have to, yes.
And here comes.
This is a huge overtime from Faith X because if they let this one go into their net, that's it.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. This is match point for Bang Esports. I totally spaced. Oh, beautiful dunk there. Devi trying to figure out where he needs to play defense here. He gets to the side. Steve the Taco, though. He's on the warpath. He's got it past one. He's leaving it for his teammate, but his teammate didn't quite understand where the ball was going to be left. Here comes Steve the Taco! Oh my gosh! Devi RL! What a redirect!
Oh my goodness. AJRJ up to Devi. Devi gets this one down and over Aquatic's head. And Faith X is alive in this series. Alive and well, Ginger.
They are alive and well. And what a pass from AJRJ. Put that pixel perfect. And then the pixel perfect shot from Devi. Oh my gosh, what a series this has been.
I mean, Devi was definitely the man of the match there. What a performance coming out of him. He did not want to get swept. He said, not today, not on my watch. I will flip reset, top bends it. I will get redirects. I will do whatever it takes to put my team on top. And he did exactly that.
Absolutely. And replay is saved, and we are going to head back on over to Manfield Night for this next match. But yeah, honestly, this is so back and forth. I don't even know what I'm expecting out of game number 4. I don't know who, like Steve the Taco has looked great, but both AJ, RJ, and Devi seemingly have woken up. But Judge and Supreme and Aquatic, they are all cooking. This is going to be a good game 4.
I totally agree. I mean, Devi just came out of nowhere. He was definitely, like you said, quiet in those first couple of games, but wow, has he woken up, and he's woken up in a big way. I would like to see him continue it here in game 4, though.
All right, let's take a look at that game 4 starting here. This one going to go over to Aquatic. Aquatic over to Judge. Judge at net. Denied by Steve. Judge not even quite find it. This is going to be interesting because I think, was it last series that Bang Esports got 2 quick goals at the beginning?
I think that was that game 2? I think that was game 2.
I think you're right. But like, if Faith X gets the first goal here, I think it will be the first time that they will lead. Like at the beginning, what a infield pass from Devi, and what a shot! Like, this is a 3-man pass play. Look at this. This is Rocket League. Look at that play.
To Devi to AJRJ, and AJRJ just slots the bottom right. What a play coming out of Faith X. You love to see 3-man passing plays if you're a fan of Rocket League. And that was a great one, getting that ball down the field like that.
Oh, but the fake from Aquatic, I thought it was going to be a big brain play, but AJRJ strikes again.
Faith X is really starting to heat up here, and that's a huge dunk. And that just goes right into the net. Judge cannot get back. This thing had some speed on it.
Incog, I know it's a little too early to say this, but I think we might be going to our first game 5.
That's a little bit too early. That's a caster's curse, Ginger. You can't be saying that this early in the match.
Faith X is going to watch this back and curse my name. But here's Devi, denied by Judge.
See the Taco. Good control in the air. He's going for another touch. Steve the Taco!
Steve the Taco in the sky. He will not be denied. Pass Supreme. The placement is perfect. What a play by Supreme the Taco.
What an extra touch. Excellent control in the air. Faith X up by 3 now. They're really laying down the hammer. Uh-oh, it's Steve the Taco on the wall with boost. He's going to just put this one on net, test the defense, and Judge is there to turn it away.
And
Here
Bang,
comes Debbie, puts this one in the middle.
Bang just looks shell-shocked right now.
They haven't been down in this bad in this series yet. Oh my God, what a pass. Did you see that pass, Ginger? That was a free-flip pass.
An absolute monster.
Into the middle, and it was right on Steve's head. That was a beautiful.
Here comes Aquatic. We'll see if he has a response. Gonna be taken away. Over in Debbie. Supreme with a great dunk there. Thought that one was maybe going to land in. Steve the Taco. AJRJ going to get lit up. Judge says, hey, if we can't get the ball out of our half, at least I can get you out of our half.
And that was a tactic that worked in game 1. If you remember, Ginger, Bang Esports has some of their first few goals coming off of demos, and we haven't really seen that since. I don't know if it's because they don't have boost, or if Faith X is just starting to just heat up with these mechanical plays, and it looks like it's a combination of both as Debbie has another one.
And I thought Steve the Taco was going to place this, but it was just a little high. Or maybe that was a calculated pass, and Debbie's there on the other line. Hits it like mid-right to make the defense just super awkward. And a beautiful shot by Debbie.
And it's all Faith X in game 4, up by 4. And they want more. They're not stopping at all. They're not playing defensive Rocket League. They're still attacking the Bang Esports net.
No, they want to take all this momentum going into game number 5 if they can.
Oh, this might be another one, Ginger.
They found it. AJRJ just staring at this ball, realizing it's in, slowing his car down.
And this is one, if you're Bang Esports, this is one where it's like, let's regroup, let's try some things out. We're down by 5 goals. You might as well use the last 2 minutes to, try out demo plays, try out whatever you want, because at this point in time, it's going to be a very hard climb back. It's not impossible though.
Not impossible, but I agree with you. This is where it's like you're probably fine knowing that you have another game to just chalk this one up to a L. But like you said, start experimenting, seeing what's working against them, see if they get overconfident, see what you need to do different, and try making those adjustments now so you can hit them hard in game 5.
And if you're Faith X, you're just trying to go for some more clips right here.
Yeah, Faith X just wants more clips. Oh, AJRJ, he got another clippy and the demo. AJRJ, they're running up the score.
AJ just takes a soft touch, gets it over one, and gets one popped into the right, and a demo on Judge coming out of Debbie. And that's just hopeless if you're Judge.
Yeah, that was just not a good situation if you were Bang Esports, but Judge Dredd over to Supreme. Supreme, I think, saw Aquatic, so was trying to leave it for him. Aquatic looks a little bit shaken, not gonna lie. Like, I'm used to, he's missed a few solo plays. We need to see him get back into this. This one, into the corner. Aquatic.
Here he is.
Here he is, man of the hour. Aquatic. Oh, that was actually smart to just leave it because that ball went straight mid for Judge. Supreme getting a shot on net. Bang Esports, they're starting to corral this back. They're starting to like adjust to the pace. Oh, but AJRJ, he wants more.
You can see Faith X is sending a guy. Like, that was the third man. Aquatic was on the ball. They're going to get a person on that ball when Aquatic is there. They're not going to give him space.
Absolutely. Oh, the fake. Devi going to be denied. Steve the Taco going to fake it. Going to hit it back. Supreme, though. That was a good response by Bang Esports. Not to get caught off by that. Oh, I thought AJRJ found that. But no, Aquatic into the sidewall. Supreme to the sky. Oh no, Devi denies it. Devi wants to sweep, or is it a sweep if it's just a single game? I don't know, but Devi wants the 6-0 game, and it looks like they will get it. They're looking for one more. Steve the Taco challenged that so pre-challenged that. Steve the Taco though, but Aquatic going to hit to the other side. And this ball is down, and we're going to Game 5, Champions Field. Let's go.
We're going to Game 5, and Faith X is trying to go for the reverse sweep. AJRJ with the MVP, 595 points, 4 goals on 6 shots, great shooting percentage. You know, Steve the Taco the first couple of games, and now Devi and AJRJ, they're starting to take over.
Yeah, I do not know what's going to happen in Game 5. Like, is Faith X going to run away with it? I feel like some games, I feel like Bang ran away with it. Or is it just going to be an absolute slugfest? Is it going to be a 1-goal game? Let's find out. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Bang Esports, you got to find a way, I think, to get those demos like you were getting in the first couple of games. Give Aquatic space with boost in the ball. Let him do what he does best, and that is those solo play mechanical plays of his.
Yeah,
he has the car control. He has the ability to take out not only one but maybe 2 defenders. And if you're Faith X, just keep on doing the same thing.
Yeah, keep on
working.
Keep on doing it. But like we had the stats up there just for a second ago, and you're right. Faith X was beating them on the demo score line by a significant margin. I think that was a big difference. But here we are in game number 5, Champions Field, and Bang Esports scores first. Aquatic over to Supreme.
Oh my goodness, a disgusting pass coming out of Aquatic, and Supreme also very quick on the read. He knew Aquatic was going to get that ball mid to him, and he jumped on it really quick and gets the goal. That's huge for Bang Esports to respond in that way after getting blown out in Game 4, responding with an early Game 5 lead, and Steve just barely misses wide. Another response coming out of Faith X.
We'll hope that doesn't come back to haunt them. That should have been a tied game here. If Bang scores another unanswered, that might be a pretty hard hill to climb. Judge, this one going into midfield. Devi going to pass it over to AJRJ. Supreme gets beat. Here comes Steve. Steve reading it, putting it down. He's got Devi, and Devi slots it to the left past the defender, and we got a tied game.
This is a great all-around play from Steve the Taco. He gets it past one and then gets that bounce pass off the backboard, and Devi perfectly positioned for that bounce. That is not an easy bounce to read, as it could go any way, any sorts of ways, and it could go high, low, whatever. He was there, he read it, and he got the goal, and it's all tied up.
We'll see if Faith X can continue that hype they had in game number 4. Oh, that's not a good touch. Supreme over to Aquatic. It's denied. Here comes AJRJ. Denied by Judge. This one going to be down mid. A beautiful clear here. Aquatic, though. Oh, look at that control. Great control. Steve, though, does wait it out patiently. Oh, my gosh. Look at this pass play from Faith X.
Faith X looking like they're strawberry milk with these infield passes, and oh, that was another touch coming out. I didn't see that to begin with. I thought it was just a 1-2, but it was a 1-2-3.
We'll see Bang Esports now. I thought Bang Esports had it in the bag after that first goal, and it looked like they were getting the second one, but then Faith X comes out of nowhere and scores 2 quick ones.
Faith X, they are looking good. I don't know what happened, but they just started turning it around after going down 2.
Absolutely. And I think they're trying to keep this ball out of Aquatic's hands. He's getting challenged very quick every single time in the sky. This one to the sidewall. This one at net, denied by AJRJ.
Supreme is just placing these shots. That was almost another one, and AJRJ just gets back to it.
Got Bang Esports on the warpath. This one gonna go middle. We got Supreme and Judge up for it. I think that this is a little too early for them to panic. They're only down by 1. They need to watch those doubles. Oh, Supreme. That was a great pass, but no one was there on the right.
I think it was because of that costly double commit. Judge just couldn't get back in time after he was recovering from the initial challenge. And then this is going to be turned into a Faith X counter attack, and Debbie's going to get a goal.
And honestly, Faith X, it's been all about pass plays. It's all been passing, and it's so fun to watch.
I think that was like almost an identical. I feel like all their goals have been into that corner on that right wall. The guy on the right wall gets a pass out mid, and then there's a Faith X person there to score it.
Yep. Oh, but Debbie not able to get in front of this. It's going to be chased. This one off the back wall. Here comes Supreme. Doesn't quite get that by the defender. Aquatic. Little floater. Top left. Can't find it. Judge. Going to have to turn this one around. Denied by Steve. Oh, there's a miss. Judge is in trouble, but he does get it away.
Yeah, great save coming out of Judge. That could have been really dangerous if not a goal. Judge able to clear that out to the side, and here comes Aquatic off his own back wall. Doesn't get the touch he wants, but he does get it over to Judge, and Judge is able to put this down into the Faith X corner. And is this one going to be a goal? No, Debbie's going to turn it away. He's going to have the counter attack, tries to get over Judge. Judge able to stop him in the midfield. Good midfield defense coming out of Judge.
Oh, Steve the Taco almost just got a flip reset on a ball that was heading towards his net.
And Judge almost got a goal out of that, but it was a good save, I think, coming out of Steve the Taco. This one's off the post.
Oh, but this might be good for Bang. Can Aquatic capitalize? Aquatic can! They're within 1! We got a 1-goal game with 1:09 on the clock. Faith X looking for... Is this a reverse sweep if they win? I think it is. And Bang Esports just trying to get this series done with and trying to take the W that they worked so hard for.
Yeah, Faith X, I mean, they're if they can hold this league, they would get the reverse sweep. Bang Esports is trying not to get reverse swept as they're still down by 1. That was a crazy post bounce. Word to AppJack is you're as a defender, you're thinking that ball's going to the corners. You're positioning over there. Then it goes back out mid, and now you're out of position.
Yeah,
and Aquatic was able to just counter attack off that really quickly down the center of the field. And now it's anybody's game.
Absolutely. The post gods, they give and they take it away. Got Judge.
They still need 1. They still need 1 to tie this and put it to a game 5 overtime, and Aquatic's going to turn this away. And Supreme's going to just bang this one on the other side. He doesn't have any boost to take control. And here comes Steve the Taco off his own back wall. Steve going for a 50. He gets a good 50 out to the side, but Aquatic's there quickly. He gets the pads too. And that could be dangerous, but Steve's going to turn it away safely.
Aquatic, though, has to do something here.
Yes.
Do or die.
This is dangerous. No one's got boost on the Bang Esports side. They can't do much. Aquatic's going to try to keep it up.
What a pinch! Oh, no, the bump! Someone bumped him out of the way. Was that Debbie? Who got that bump there at the end? Whoever did denies Bang from catching this. And we got a reverse sweep from Faith X. What a series.
Wow. That series could not have turned out any more entertaining. Like, I for sure thought Faith X was just, they were coming out flat. You know, it's one of those days in Rocket League where you're just not feeling it. You come out flat. But, man, did they turn it around after that game, too. Like, they look like a completely different team. Especially Devi and AJRJ. They just, I don't know what they did, if they, you know, took a G Fuel or something, but they look like 2 different players. And they were pivotal into this reverse sweep. And speaking of Steve the Taco, who had a first good game 1 and 2, he ended up finishing game 5 as the MVP. 549 points, 1 goal on 0 shots. That's pretty good, Steve. I don't know how you did that.
Yeah, what a series. And we see FaithX taking it 3-2, the reverse sweep. Everything you just said, Incog, and more. Should we? I feel like we need to get Steve the Taco or someone in here. Let's chat with them. Let's see how they're feeling. You gotta be hyped after that.
Yeah, I'm messaging the captains now to see if. Yeah, okay. Debbie said he is down, or somebody would be down to do a post game interview. Hop in one of the voice channels, and we can bring you it.
All right, and as we get them in here, just a reminder: we'll have our grand finals. We'll have this interview. We'll probably go to a quick intermission, but don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the best of 5 between Strawberry Milk and FaithX.
Oh,
but let's get them in
here's
here
Debbie.
for this interview. Debbie, how you doing? How you feeling?
Yo, what's going on, man?
I mean, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We're feeling good after that win. I mean, we had to turn that back around. Obviously, it was a little rusty in the beginning, but we got warmed up quick.
I agree. I agree. How were you? Sorry, Incog. You go.
Well, I was gonna say, like, how did it feel to hit that flip reset? That was a disgusting shot.
Dude, in the moment, I was like, it's there. I went for it. Bang. That's it, bro. We feel good. We're ready for game 2, man.
You sound like it.
Yeah, that was a crazy series. I honestly did not think. I mean, I think you and AJRJ kind of had a slow start in the game 1, game 2, but then it was like a night and day. You guys just did a 180 for the rest of the series, and with the reverse sweep, that's always got to feel good.
Yeah, after that first win, we got the confidence we needed.
Well, that's awesome.
Did you guys end up watching the Strawberry Lunar Flame match? Or you guys are gonna be playing the grand finals against Strawberry Milk? Any takeaways from that match?
Oh no, I think we'll go into it blind. We're ready for anything.
All right. Well, that is some confidence. So we'll see you here in a few minutes, Debbie, for game number 2. Good luck to you and good luck to your teammates. And we're excited to see you guys play in the grand finals. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No problem. We'll see you soon. All right. Well, with that interview done, let's go to a quick intermission, and then we'll be back with the grand finals. Thank you guys for tuning in to NARL. We will be right back. And welcome back to NARL. We are here at the Grand Finals. We got FaithX versus Strawberry Milk coming up. They're in the lobby. We're about ready to go. How we feeling, Incog?
Feeling good. We almost had a mishap, but we got it figured out. I'm excited to see who's going to take this first ever tournament. Is it going to be Strawberry Milk or is it going to be FaithX?
Yeah, like if FaithX takes this, that's a big kind of like win under their belt to the start of this this league we're starting. Like they would be the winners of our first ever tournament, coming out of the blue, coming out of nowhere. So that'd be amazing for them. If Strawberry Milks takes it, like we've known those guys for forever, it'd be like and like you said, I don't know if they've won, like actually ever won a championship. So that would be big for them as well. So it's like either way, we got either one of these teams I think will be well deserving of this championship. And I'm excited to get into this, Incog. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Strawberry Milk, they've got their work cut out for them. This FaithX team was coming out hot. And also, they just reverse swept somebody. So going up by 2 games, if you're Strawberry, you cannot take these guys lightly. You cannot take your foot off the gas because they just showed what they're capable of, and that's a reverse sweep. So yeah, Ginger, I'm ready to get on in it.
All
You
right.
are.
Let's head on over to the field and let's give them the go ahead. All right, we got the grand finals of our Icebreaker Invitational. We got the Dark Horse FaithX versus the OG Strawberry Milk. Game number 1 is underway. As a reminder, this is a best of 5. We're not doing 7, so whoever takes the first 3 games, or the first 3 out of 5 games, will be our champions. We got a demo coming out quick.
Excited. This is the first time FaithX and Strawberry Milk have encountered each other, so I don't know what to expect. We saw both teams doing those infield passing plays, and Kershey trying to get a quick shot on net, and Chaos far down and out. Oh no!
And
that could have been a quick strike from Strawberry.
Absolutely, and it's interesting because sometimes you see a team play one team and they seem so fast, but then they'll play another team and the other team does not seem like they are playing that fast, but they keep up with them. It's like it's sometimes it just comes down to positioning. And right now, Strawberry Milk's playing great. FaithX playing great. I like the pass plays coming from Strawberry Milk, trying to keep FaithX off their toes. But here comes AJRJ. A beautiful clear though by Organized. Get a touch there. That was critical. Get a bump by Steve the Taco. Debbie and Steve, a little bit of collision there. Oh, a pinch in Strawberry Milk's favor. No, it is off, but here comes Nyx. Nyx flicks, top right, the dunk, it's a flip reset, and Organized Chaos comes streaking in to give Strawberry Milk the 1-goal lead.
A great flick by Nyx, and another post bounce. Strawberry's been getting a bunch of those, but this time Chaos is there to clean it up.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a great series. You already know. Nyx, though, with a huge kickoff win there. And, oh, I thought Kershey slotted that, but no. On the sidewall, AJRJ, Steve the Taco. This one's off the back wall. Nyx trying to corral it, trying to get over to teammate. Here comes Steve the Taco, though. And Organized versus Steve the Taco on the sidewall. This one pinched over to Nyx. Nyx is going to have a little bit of time on this ball. We'll see what happens. Nice little flick past one. Here comes Debbie. Organized, though. Oh, no, he cut off Kershey. But, all right, so this one's going to go back to FaithX, and they're going to have some time on this ball to corral it. A little fake by AJRJ. A little air dribble action. Kershey says no, but FaithX says yes, and it's the man of the hour, Steve the Taco.
And this all started from AJRJ with that beautiful control. Kershey trying to, he thought he was going to get a 50. AJ just ran out of boost and ends up being a not a great clear. And Steve just able to bounce on that, tying this one up.
Yep, we'll see if Strawberry Milk has a response. Oh, that's dangerous. But Kershey able to corral it well. Oh, Chaos with an absolute clang over to Kershey. Kershey almost has the goal there, but FaithX stops it. Here comes AJRJ. Nick says no. Organize to Nyx in net. It rolls away, and now here's FaithX going the other way.
FaithX is still mounting this pressure. Nyx gets up to this one. AJ's got a touch out to Debbie and a good cutoff by Steve. Nyx, I should say. And Kershey's gonna have this one off the sidewall with no boost. Steve the Taco's gonna come in, dunk him. Steve gets a nice double tap, and it's over AJ's head. He's got to retreat, and he's gonna take this one into safety. Debbie comes in. Kershey's gonna try a midfield pass. This one's kind of behind Chaos though, and that's gonna stop the Strawberry Milk offensive pressure. And
What a save
Steve
by
almost
Kershey.
slots it in the near post.
And what a pass over to Organize. Organize deep into Nyx. Back over to Kershey. They put him in the Cyclone. What a pass play from Strawberry Milk.
That's a highlight reel right there. Chaos to Nyx, back to Kershey, and Kershey slots it top right, putting Strawberry up by 1.
Oh my gosh, what a game. 1 point lead for Strawberry. Both of these teams looking like they're playing out of their minds right now. Oh, but Debbie wants it. Debbie with an absolute heater on net. Turned away by Strawberry. FaithX should have a little bit of time on this ball to go for something. AJRJ going to try to fake a pass to Nyx. Nyx going to deny him. Kershey going to take his time, trying to get over to Nyx. Steve the Taco going to be here. Here comes Organized, trying to get another one on the ball. Debbie coming out of nowhere. Debbie is just hauling right now. Trying to get some pressure over on the Strawberry Milk side. AJRJ. Debbie going to try to give him some room. Oh, the flip reset is denied by Organized. And Nyx doing the right thing there, trying to buy some time. But Steve the Taco finds net. I thought Kershey was going to have the save here, but he was just a little awkward with not a lot of boost. He doesn't quite get to it.
Oh, that is heartbreaking if you're Strawberry Milk. You're up by 1 with a minute left. Just got to keep the ball out of the net. And Steve the Taco finds an opening, a small window of opportunity, and that's going to get FaithX the tie. And here comes AJRJ.
The great patience by AJRJ to line up this flick and to flick it to the left where Nyx can't quite get in time. And we got a lead for FaithX in game number 1.
Yeah, what a turnaround in game number 1. It looked like it was all Strawberry. And then bang, bang. Now FaithX with a fake kickoff. It goes behind Steve. Steve's got to corral it. Tries to get this over to Debbie. I thought they might be going for a team pinch, but he's going for a pinch off the wall instead. And here comes Kershey. Kershey takes the sky. He's got Nyx in the middle. Shut down by AJRJ.
That was a beautiful shutdown, and now the ball in a dangerous territory here. Kirsch, though, with the great defense. Nyx, maybe up to Kirsch. Kirsch, soft touch. Does he have a follow? He does, but it's off target. Organized, trying to put one top left. Can't quite get there. Nyx, trying to dunk Steve the Taco. Steve, pass 2. This is going to leave him open to a counterattack. Kershey. Organized at net. Kershey over to Nyx. Nyx has to dive at this. Can't quite get there. This might be over for Strawberry Milk. No, the defense is there. And the shot. Nyx pops. Organized is up. They got one more chance on this. Oh, but no, Organized can't quite corral that. And we got a 3-2 win for FaithX. They go up 1-0 in the series in this grand finals.
Yeah, and that's a heartbreaking game 1 loss, but Strawberry's going to have to regroup. Dr. Kershey with 600 points on the score line. Did all he could in that game 1, but it just wasn't enough. And, you know, AJRJ, I think, also really was flashing the mechanics in that game 1.
Absolutely. AJRJ was like the standout player for FaithX, I feel like, in this game. And he made the difference. I thought Strawberry Milk looked very strong at first, but then AJRJ just started picking them apart. I think if they can, though, if Strawberry Milk can shut down AJRJ, I think they have a really good chance in the second.
Yeah, I mean, Strawberry's been they were the first series, so you know they might be a little cold. They're trying to get back in the rhythm of the rotations and stuff because it looked like there was a little bit, you know, miscommunication happening on a few of those plays that kind of led into some pressure that ended up becoming goals. So let's see, let's see what they bring out in game 2.
Absolutely. And here it is in game 2. Strawberry Milk versus FaithX in the finals. Let's see what happens. Organized. AJRJ. No, AJRJ. He's got a lot of time. Oh, turned away. Steve the Taco. Devi to AJRJ. AJRJ just absolutely there, everywhere on the field. Hitting slots, just putting so much pressure on the Strawberry Milk team.
Yeah, he is just turning it to another level. I thought he turned it up in the series against Bang, but he's going even harder in this series against Strawberry.
He was only in gear 4. Now he's in gear 5.
Hopefully he doesn't get to gear 6 for Strawberry's sake.
Exactly. Here comes Steve the Taco. AJRJ denied, but he can still probably get a touch there. Oh, beautiful clear by Dr. Hershey. Steve the Debbie. Going to take it to the wall. Sorry, take it off the wall. Nyx going to try to deny. Steve the Taco. Back wall over to Chaos. Chaos, beautiful clear. Got 0-0. These teams look like they're kind of like refilling each other out. Oh, Hershey! Oh, oh no! I don't know how that fall doesn't go in, but here comes AJRJ on the counterattack over to Debbie at net.
And that has been the story so far of this series for Strawberry. It's just post bounce after post bounce. Nothing able to fall. Like, if they can straighten out some of these shots, they're going to be able to take some games. But so far, it's been all post.
It's been all post. Well, there is a miss, though. Nyx going to have Steve the Taco kind of help him out there. But Debbie getting it off the goal line. But here comes Nyx. Nyx in for more. Organized. Back to Nyx. Nyx puts it left, and Strawberry Milk takes another lead in a game.
Oh, great pressure coming out of Strawberry Milk. Chaos up so quick to this. It goes off to Steve the Taco, and look at the placement coming out of Nyx. He had to hit that bottom left, or otherwise that was going to be saved.
And here we go. Strawberry Milk up by 1. 3 minutes on the clock. What does FaithX have in response? Debbie getting bumped. Organized chasing Debbie downfield. Debbie taking that pass off his teammate. AJ trying to find something. That's back over to AJ. What a save by Hershey. And Nyx on the sidewall. Shot on net. Organized says no. Oh no, Debbie! Debbie kind of ball chased there.
Is Steve going to be able to catch it? No, he's not. Luckily, that's going to go into the corner, but Steve's trying to get this back into the middle, and it's cut off, and now it's a counterattack coming. FaithX, and Chaos is going to get this one over. Now, Dr. Hershey on the ball. Can he get there in time? No, Debbie is going to cut it off, and this one's going to be cut off into safety. Debbie just playing his time and letting Steve be the lead blocker. And this one's going to go into the Strawberry corner. Hershey's there to take it on. And here comes Steve the Taco. From the ceiling is not going to be much more as Chaos is going to be able to corral it. But here comes Debbie off the sidewall to himself. Steve's going to challenge that one. Hershey comes in quickly and he somehow gets over him. But it'll be fine. Steve's going to take this into the corner, collect his corner boost, and put this ball into safety for the moment.
I am like mesmerized by the pressure on both these teams right now.
It's
AJRJ.
just back and forth. Back and forth.
Oh, but I think FaithX. No! Dr. Hershey, another save. The infield pass from Nyx. Nyx trying to get this over to Organized. Organized really needs that boost. Nyx. Try to clear this, buy his teammates some time. Looking for a demo. Steve the Taco says, I want none of that. Organized. This one dunked over to Hershey. Hershey at net. Hershey going to leave it for Organized. Organized at net. This is a little bit dangerous for FaithX. Got a minute on the clock. Strawberry Milk holding on to their 1-goal lead. But here comes AJRJ. Gets denied by Organized. Nyx. Sidewall.
Strawberry's got to be careful, Ginger. This is what happened in game 1. They were up by 1 with less than a minute left. And here comes FaithX on the counter. And it's happening again.
Oh, AJ, RJ, and Steve the Taco. The beautiful play here. Steve over to AJ RJ. Steve making it so Organized can't take the line on that ball that he wants to. And 51 seconds, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, Organized just left in a 2v1 and near impossible situation to get out of. And FaithX capitalizes it. And Strawberry, I feel like they're going to need this game too. It's going to be really bad for the mental. Losing 2 games where you're up by 1, less than 1 minute left.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. Steve the Taco hits it to the side. Beautiful touch there by Nix. Trying to get back down. Maybe look for a dunk. Oh, there's a shot on net. It's off. Steve the Taco corrals this one back mid. Oh, Nix wanted to go for that sooner, but he played it smart because there could have been a counterattack there. We might have OT. Backflip. Nix. Save. FaithX looking for some demos. There's a bump. Nix has some boost. And FaithX going to gladly let this one drop as we go into overtime.
Our first overtime in the grand finals. It's a fake kickoff, and this one's going to be out to Steve the Taco. Steve trying to put it back into AJ RJ with a miss. You can see some fakes coming out of FaithX. Strawberry's going to have to worry about that for the rest of the series, as they've done that a few times in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Strawberry mounts some pressure from that fake kickoff. No, AJ RJ, this one could be in, and Steve's got a good touch out. What a save coming out of Steve. That was dangerous.
Nix with the beautiful save there. Hershey putting the pressure on. This one over to Chaos. It's off the back wall and a beautiful clear by Steve. Here comes Hershey as he goes solo. Puts it down. Puts it down again. This one's awkward for FaithX. Steve the Taco. Oh, Devi. A little bit of a double commit there. And Nix. This one over to the side. Hershey gonna go solo. Hershey. Pass 2. Kind of pinches it off to the side. This one.
Yeah. Hershey trying to get this one back in the middle. It's going to be turned away, but it's a double commit, a bad touch, and Debbie's there to get this one into safety. That could have been dangerous as Chaos is lurking in the mid. Oh, that's a pinch, and it's going to be into the corner. FaithX is lucky that didn't go into their net. Another one coming down into the middle. Nix is there for a shot, turned away again, and here comes the Strawberry pressure in this overtime.
Yep, Strawberry pressure. Here comes shot on net. Debbie going to corral. AJ RJ trying to deny. Hershey trying to stay on this ball. Can't find it. Strawberry, little pass play mid. Trying to keep the defense off balance. Little pinch. Debbie going to cut that off. Little corral by Hershey. And the shot from Nix. And it's Strawberry Milk taking game number 2.
It felt like it was all Strawberry in this overtime, and they were just pressuring, and finally they get a goal to take this overtime in game 2 and tie up the series.
Honestly, like, what a game from both these teams. Like it was so back and forth, and FaithX was playing like, you're right, Strawberry Milk had the pressure in that overtime, but FaithX was playing scrappy. They were playing defensive, and they were not letting a ball get by, but eventually one just sneaks through, and we are going into a game 3 off that. Series tied 1-1. What a series.
Yeah, that was a great game and a great bounce back from Strawberry. Like I said, going down, if they would have went down 2-0 in the series and both those coming to a game-tying goal in the last minute, which would end up being a loss, that would have been heartbreaking for them. So I'm glad to see that they got back into it. You know, took this game 2, took the series, put the series back in a tie game, and Nix had 600 points, 2 goals on 6 shots, and AJ RJ is still hot. 551 points, 1 goal, 5 shots. I mean, he had 5 shots and 6 shots coming out of AJ RJ and Nix respectively. Well, let's see what happens here in game 3.
As we hit the field, these teams are ripping and raring to go. Here we go on kickoff. Organized versus Debbie. This one going to get kicked off the side. Hershey I'll leave that one over to Nix. Nick's going to take his time. Devi. We'll corral that one back. AJRJ, quick shot on net. Oh, and he gets the friendly roll off the crossbar. What placement from AJRJ.
Yeah, this ball just goes into the midfield, and AJRJ just slaps it. Top bends off the crossbar, and both Nix and Kershey can't get the save, and that's a nice early goal for FaithX.
And here comes Organized to the sidewall. To make that awkward for Steve the Taco, but Steve playing that so well. Chaos, though, trips him up. Critical play on defense from Chaos. Chaos, that's a shot on net. This one going to be pushed off to the side. Nick's going to be awkward here. Oh, I thought FaithX was about to get another goal there.
I think Nick's missing that. Actually faked the AJRJ. He thought he was going to try to play his touch.
I think you're right.
Ended up being a calculated fake, and Strawberry will definitely take that.
FaithX is looking really good at the start of this game, number 3. They are putting a lot of pressure on. They're playing very well right now.
They're just playing containment, not letting Strawberry out of their half. Not really putting a whole lot of pressure on right now as they're up by 1. They don't need a goal. But here comes Strawberry. Kershey trying to get a dunk in. Chaos with a follow-up shot. This one is going to be turned away from Steve. The Taco, but I thought there'd be another Strawberry player back. There's going to be 2 Strawberry players going to third. Nix is bouncing around in net, and he somehow gets the save.
Did Nix actually get a save on that? Did that count?
He got a save. He got a save points for that.
Steve playing 5D chess right now. And also, for those who don't know, Nix is also Steve. There's Steves on both teams.
Yes. I need to start using Nix as in-game name. He changed it on me, so.
You're going to make Steve the Taco feel like we talked about him a lot more when he watches this back. Like, wait, no, I didn't get a save there.
That is good clarification.
And we got AJRJ. I thought he was going to do something nutty there. Nix, fast break, trying to get this one ahead. He can't quite find it. Comes back for another one. The placement! Nix redeems himself again.
And yeah, Nix just hits this one top corner. This is not a great touch coming out of Devi. He was trying to not hit the ceiling there. Nix, not Steve, was all over it. And yeah, that's a great tying goal for Strawberry.
Yeah, honestly, what a play from Oh, but here comes Devi. Oh, I thought Devi had that one under wraps. AJRJ, gonna take to the sky. AJRJ, can he get back to this? He can't. Organized with an absolute bomb of a clear. Oh, we got 2 Strawberry Milk players, though, up for it. This one, out middle. Here comes Nix. Can he slot it again? No, he goes off crossbar.
Nix almost got himself a second one in the game. Just a little bit too high on that shot, and Chaos is going to send this one over Steve the Taco's head. Hershey tracks him down, and this one's going back into Chaos. Chaos goes over to Nix, and Nix is going to put it high again.
Hershey going to be
in
trouble
careful
here. Nix makes the save.
Wow, way to get back from Nix. Hershey got dunked as last man. Nix just ends up bailing him out. And that would have been a 2-1 lead from Faith, but Nix shuts it down.
Here comes Nix on the fast break. Looking to try to play mind games. Can't quite get the fake, but here comes Kershey with the dunk. Over to Nix. Pass down to Organized. Denied by FaithX. What a great defensive play from FaithX.
Great offensive play coming out of Strawberry, and just better defense from FaithX. They've seen that infield pass coming, and we're able to shut it down.
Hershey going to take this one on the sidewall. Going to go solo. This one out mid. Oh, Steve the Taco. These touches he's getting are nutty. But Nix going. I thought he was doing something crazy there. And here comes Devi with the counterattack. Organized. Needs to grab that boost. Can't quite find it. This is going to be awkward for Strawberry. The shot is off.
Yeah, that was a really close shot coming out. You can see FaithX is starting to turn up the demos at the goal line, and lucky for Strawberry, they weren't able to convert. But now it's going to be Strawberry on the FaithX side. Organize going to keep this in. Keep the pressure mounting, and Steve's going to take this one in the corner. This ball is just sitting in the corner for the last couple of seconds here. And Debbie's going to turn it out. But it's going to be right back in the corner from Chaos. Will it leave the corner?
Beautiful dunk, and Kershey puts one through. Organized to Kershey. FaithX was looking so good on the defensive end, but they finally cracked.
Yeah, what a great 50 coming from Chaos, and then Kershey with an excellent shot, making sure not to hit the crossbar as it's been plaguing him this series in the grand finals. Kershey puts Strawberry up with only 13 seconds left, and this could be another one, and Chaos is going to get the insurance goal, and it might be game 3.
How does Chaos get this shot off? Oh, I don't know how we got that angle, but bottom left, the insurance goal, like you said, 2-goal lead for Strawberry, but do not count FaithX out just yet.
We cannot count FaithX out after that reverse sweep in the last series. But this one, I think, is all but over. The time has run out, and Strawberry Milk is gonna take game 3.
Game 3 going to Strawberry Milk. What a game, dude! I am loving this. I am having a great time, people. I know it's not about me, but I'm having a great time.
I mean, Nyx definitely, he was MVP on the score line. He was actually just the MVP in general. He bailed out Strawberry multiple times. He had 1 goal on 3 shots. He almost had 2 goals on 3 shots. If he would have placed that just a little bit lower on the crossbar, I just think he was just all over the place. And also, look at Organized Chaos right there with him in points. And yeah, I mean, that was a great game coming out of Strawberry Milk. I feel like they were just dominating the pressure.
Absolutely, especially in the second half of that game, that it just looked like FaithX could not get out of their own half for more than just like a quick clear, and the pass plays, the placement, and it was peak. That is peak Strawberry Milk right there.
You can tell Strawberry is starting to turn up some of the speed as well. Like, you know, AJRJ early in the series, like he was getting some space, time, and boost on the ball, and being able to go for some solo plays, and I haven't seen that in the last game or 2.
No, absolutely. It's like, I think that's been the real difference in this series. And since that game 1 is AJRJ hasn't had time on the ball. But we'll see. Yeah, it's like they're denying AJRJ's solo plays. It seems to be the strategy here. And right now it's been working.
And this is match point for Strawberry Milk, Ginger. This is, if Strawberry wins this, they win the Icebreaker Invitational.
They do, but FaithX gets a quick goal in game number 4.
Yeah, this one's just unfortunate. Kershey's trying to clear this over the side, and Steve the Taco just stops, gets the dunk over the top of him, and then it's followed up by AJRJ. And it's going to be an early game 1, or early 1-goal lead, but here comes Steve! I mean, Nyx!
Other Steve scores! Off Steve! That's Steve on Steve!
A kickoff goal, and Strawberry loves to see that.
Yep, that erases. This is now essentially a 0-0 game again. But Steve the
We gotta watch
Taco.
these kickoffs.
Yeah, these kickoffs, both teams have been kind of like getting the other team in very awkward situations. A beautiful clear though from Steve the Taco.
That was a crazy save. I think it was coming out of Debbie. He had to dodge the bump and also get the save. That could have been disastrous for FaithX, but great save. Oh! And HARJ finds himself a goal.
Just a beautiful play here. Debbie putting the pressure on, and AJRJ waiting for his time, waiting for his opportunity, and puts that one to the right, through into net.
Man, that goal happened. It seemed like that goal happened so fast. It was just bam, bam, and then it was in the Strawberry Milk net.
Here comes FaithX
again,
the counter attack.
And this one's coming off of kickoff, and AJRJ just hits this off of the ceiling, and Steve the Taco's so quick to get there, and Chaos did not see him at all, I don't think.
Here we go. Kickoff. Nix versus Devi. Do we have another kickoff goal on our hands? Got Nix.
Might be, but it
Taking
looks
his
like we might
time.
have stabilized.
Here comes Faith X. Devi, sidewall. Devi, back wall. Does he have a teammate? Nix denies it. Here comes Chaos. Chaos going to opt for the clear. Chaos going to opt for the shot, but Devi, beautiful save.
Great shot coming from Chaos. A better save from Debbie, though. It's great positioning on the backboard, and AJRJ gets this over one. Kershey there to follow. This one's off the backboard. Steve's gonna miss. Kershey with a shot, and Debbie another save. I don't know how many saves that is for him this game, but he seems to be the savior this game for Faith X.
Yep, that was a beautiful shot by Kershey. He put that exactly where you want to put that shot in that scenario, but just a better save on the defensive half. But here comes the pass play. Steve the Taco, though, going to counterattack. Organized. Gonna wait it out. Gonna look for a bump. Kershey going to corner. Ball stuck on the blue half, but Strawberry Milk not able to find a crack in the defense yet. There is some demos, but here comes Steve the Taco. Steve the Taco. Over to Nix.
Not so much.
Oh, what a
Needed.
flip by Nix! He got pushed upside down on the ceiling, but flicks it away. So beautiful. Oh, Debbie almost placed that. AJRJ, back wall. AJRJ, time on ball. AJRJ almost getting the bump. Debbie, though, taking control. Oh, got erasure. One of the Strawberry Milk players there. Got a transition play from Strawberry. AJRJ. Want to get bumped. Beautiful control here from Organized. Going to get demoed, though. Devi. Going to get dunked by Nix. Shot on net. Denied by AJRJ. Nice touch there by Kershey. Kershey looking for a bump. Can't find it. This one. Sidewall. Here comes Chaos.
There's a minute and a half left. Ginger Strawberry's going to need to get one quick. I mean, they're down by two. Hershey's going to 50 this one out to the mid. Chaos trying to take a shot on net. It's just a bit wide, but Nix is going to be able to keep the ball in. Steve the Taco needs to play this smartly. He does. It's going off to the side, and Hershey trying to keep the pressure on. This one's going to be 50 straight into AJRJ. He's got a 50, and this one's going to pop in the midfield. Devi might be a pass down to Steve, and this one's dangerous 50 into the midfield, but Nix is there to turn it away.
Exactly. Strawberry Milk does need a goal quick, but the defense for Faith X right now is holding strong. This one, want to go mid. Shot on. Shot is actually far right. Hirsch trying to get this pass play brewing. Here comes AJRJ, denied by Organized. Got 26 seconds on the clock. They really need to score with at least 10 seconds on the clock to have a hope coming back in this game 4.
That's such a smart touch by Devi. He just throws that down in the corner as far into the Strawberry Milk half and wastes so much time with that touch. And here comes Devi for a shot on with a dagger, and he just doesn't miss, doesn't make contact, I mean. But it's not going to matter as Faith X is going to take game 4, and we're going to get a Grand Finals game 5, Ginger?
Grand Finals game 5, the first ever. We've had the first game 5 and now the first finals game 5. This is, dude, I am on the edge of my seat. My voice is dying. My jaw is hurting from talking so much. But let's head on over game number 5. I'll save that replay and get this started.
Yeah, and AJRJ, 617 points that game. The next person even near him is Steve the Taco with 334. Yes, the finals are a best of 5. That is correct. That is correct. I think in the future we'll probably do longer best ofs for the finals, but for this one we're just keeping it simple since it is the first tournament. Just doing a simple best of 5 single elim.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't like. What did you see in Game 4, and what do you think needs to happen here in Game 5, Ginger?
Honestly, I just saw some great defense from FaithX, and they're able to hold down the fort, and then they found these like little, just like outlets, and then immediately capitalized on it. It was just they did not crack under the pressure, and I think that was the main thing I saw.
Here we go, Game 5 of the Icebreaker Invitational Grand Finals. Winner takes all, Ginger. They get the title, they get the eventual trophy once I make it, and all the glory. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it indeed. Game 5, Champions Field. This ball going to drop down. A absolute heater placed on net. Organized with the save. Hershey going to pass this back over to Organized. This one going to pop over to the side. Hershey going to try to continue it. This ball out mid. This is not good for FaithX. It's over to their half. Actually, no, Devi with great control. No, it goes down. This one, how does Hershey find the angle? Top left.
And this time the post is forgiving for Strawberry Milk. They've had so many post outs, but this one's going to be a bounce post in, and Strawberry Milk's going to take the lead in Game 5.
What a shot by Hershey. That feels good going 1 goal up in Game 5, but you got to keep this momentum. You cannot let FaithX immediately respond here. You have to get up at least another goal to feel any type of ability to go for riskier plays. Organized.
This one.
Sorry, back to Incom.
I mean, I completely agree. You got to keep your foot on the gas against this FaithX team. They're known to come back in games. They're known to come back in series. And there's a lot of time left in this Game 1 as Organized. He's going to drop this one down to Hershey. This one's dangerously in the middle. AJRJ is going to have a double top opportunity. Misses it. Leaves it for Steve the Taco. Hershey comes out of nowhere with a save. What a save coming out of Hershey.
Critical from Hershey. But they're not out of the woodwork yet. AJRJ with a beautiful attempt at the solo. Denied by Hershey. Hershey on the back wall. Going to fake it. Organized saw an opportunity to throw the dagger, but it is denied.
Steve did Nix did such a good job as third man. He had to get that touch, and it had to be a good one. And this is still dangerous, and it's going to be cleared away. Hershey, low boost. Puts this one into the sidewall. Chaos able to follow. Hershey back to Nix. Nix with a shot on target. Defi turns it away. Here comes Nix. Steve the Taco is going to push this one down in the Strawberry half, but it's coming right back over to the FaithX side.
We got Nix. Pass over to Kirsch. Kirsch not able to get the best touch there. This one going to drop back down. Nix going to try to force one through. Denied by FaithX. FaithX. Oh, we got a rule one between Steve the Taco and Hershey. I don't know. I think Steve broke it, or it might have been Hershey. I don't know, but we continue playing.
It looked like one of them might have gotten demoed, as the demos are really starting to come out. There was like 4 or 5 demos all in a row. I think FaithX is really starting to turn on the heat, and that one's almost a goal, but turned away by 2 Strawberry Milk defenders, and Chaos is going to pre-flip this one over to Steve the Taco. This one's going to be backflip past to Devi. Devi puts it on net, almost a little bit wide. Hershey gets a crucial touch over Devi. That could have been dangerous.
Yep, and as every second expires, you know that FaithX is going to have to go for like faster and faster pass plays, as we got a double commit. Confusion going to aid Strawberry Milk in getting this one out. We got a transition play now. Oh, the pre-flip from Organized isn't there. Strawberry Milk, though, a little low on boost, and here comes FaithX with the transition. Denied. Nix from this deep into FaithX's territory, though FaithX responds back with the pass play. It's over to Devi, but denied by Hershey. Hershey keeping his team with the lead. Kershey flicks it up mid. Nix trying to go off backboard. Steve the Taco gets a little jammed, but able to recover nicely. Steve the Taco denied. This one up. AJRJ, what a save by Nix. If Strawberry Milk can actually capitalize on here, they might take the game, but no, the floater is denied by FaithX.
Chaos just had no boost and couldn't get to it. It was a wide open net, but this one's still dangerous. And Strawberry might have one here as FaithX is trying to scramble on defense to get this one out of their half. And AJRJ does, he pokes it through, but he doesn't have any boost to follow. Steve also, no boost on the sidewall. Nix puts it over him. Here comes Debbie. Debbie trying to get a soft touch to himself. Chaos goes under one, gets another touch, and AJ is going to be able to turn this away. Kershey not the best of touches, as this one's going to be a counter attack. Debbie, sidewall, double, AJRJ to finish.
10 seconds on the clock, and FaithX responds. Anyone's game. Oh, so close to making the save. 10 seconds, tied game. Who's going to take the series?
This one's going to go to Debbie. He's got boost. He gets it off the sidewall himself. Not the best touch. He doesn't get the musty, and Kershey's going to put this one downfield. Nix and Kershey both commit. They're trying to get this one in the top left, and it's a Game 5 overtime, Ginger.
Game 5 overtime finals. Ball out to the side. Beautiful demo. Clear by Chaos. One deep into FaithX's territory. Demo attempt from Chaos. Kershey would have some time on the ball, denied by Steve. Oh, that's a double commit, but does it work out? It will work out for a second. Debbie, though, with an absolute monster clear. A miss by Strawberry. Organized, though, on the back line. Gonna go solo.
Great touch.
Flicking it past two. This one's back wall. That might be bad for FaithX. It's dropped down, but Steve corrals it. Now FaithX with the follow. It's over to the side. Who's going to win? Who's going to step up? It's AJRJ. No, it's denied.
This is so back and forth, and there's so many scary positions, and the defense is doing so good to
What a
stay in
shot
there.
by
It's
Chaos.
Here comes Steve. Nix turned away again, and Chaos is gonna go up against Debbie. Playing it back, Kershey with the shot on net. Steve the Taco comes off the back wall and booms this over to Debbie. Debbie trying to get this middle to AJRJ, and here we go. It's starting to really ramp up now as there's counterattack after counterattack. Chaos has to get the save. He does. He's gonna have a pinch, but it's a bad bounce for him. Debbie reads it. This is gonna be a one for Kershey. Steve the Taco trying to corral this ball on the sidewall. He's got to flip
Steve the
over
Taco.
one.
Chaos saving it for Strawberry. The pressure is mounting. There's an open net. Can Chaos capitalize? He can't. Nix has to make a touch here. He does. But here comes Steve the Taco against Kershey. Kershey gets bumped. Nix saves it again. Trying to delay this, giving his teammates time to grab boost. It's infield. Nix chasing this ball. Steve on Steve. Kershey, though, able to finally snag boost. Kershey getting the dunk. Kershey going for the other dunk. Here comes Organized. It's dropped down and denied by AJRJ. This ball absolutely ripped into Strawberry Milk territory. Nix going to save it. This one passed up to Organized. Organized on the back wall. Denied by Steve the Taco. This one, Kershey trying to take time.
They gotta watch the demos.
Yep, gotta watch the
FaithX is
demos.
hunting them. They're going for air dribble bumps. They're going for first man going out. They're trying to get demos. And this one's gonna be into the corner. A good challenge coming out of Nix. He's gonna get a 50 out into the FaithX side. And that's a good touch by AJRJ, getting that out of the midfield.
Here comes Nix. This is awkward for FaithX. Kershey going to have a little time on the ball, trying to find where to put it. Organized and Nix, that's a double commit, but they get bailed out of it.
That could have been a crucial double commit coming out of Strawberry Milk, but nothing ended up materializing just yet. Kershey's got a free touch off the sidewall. Chaos is going to try to get it. It's going to bounce over Nix's head, but Kershey's able to get there.
That's a bad touch by Kershey. Beautiful save, though, by Nix on the goal line. He's going to get a hand up for that as well. Here comes Kirsch. This one, back to Kirsch. Kirsch taking time, trying to get over to Nix, and it's in! Top left! Kershey to Nix! Strawberry Milk takes it in OT!
How fitting for another infield pass, and Nix with a top ends shot to take the game, to take the series, to take the Icebreaker Invitational. What a game, what a series. That was intense.
Oh my gosh. And like seeing that shot back, I thought he just put it top left, but no, it's like he skimmed it over 2 defenders to get the goal. That was so close to getting saved, but what a shot, what a pass. Strawberry Milk is your Icebreaker Invitational champions.
I think, Ginger, we have to get Nix in here to talk about that last series, that last game, and that last shot.
Absolutely. Let's get him on in here and let's talk to the boys. Thank you, FaithX. You were absolutely stellar in this series. I want you guys to go away with your heads held high. I've never seen a reverse sweep like they did in that game, in their first game. They're amazing players. AJRJ, especially a shout out to you. You're absolutely clutch. Strawberry Milk, though, taking it in the finals 2-1 in game 5. Oh my gosh. Let's go to that final result screen.
That was insane, Ginger.
Insane indeed.
That was like, you couldn't have asked for a better grand finals. A game 5 overtime. It's like it was scripted or something.
It was. I have it right here. Kershey to Steve with the game-winning shot. I need to crumple this up and
yeah,
thread it.
so I don't know. Okay. Wait, hold on. Maybe he figured it out. Okay, he figured it out. Here comes Steve. Hello, Steve. Hello. Or Nix. See, your Discord name is Steve. I was calling you Steve the whole time, but you were Nix in game. There was another Steve the Taco, on the other side. So you had me all confused.
My bad.
Well, hey, we wanted to bring you in. That was a crazy series. You wanted to walk your thought process through that game 5 and then that game-winning game 5 shot.
I'm not gonna lie, the boys were stressing. A lot. We felt like we were on our heels for most of that last game, but we had a few good counterattacks, a few clutch saves. This is honestly, my heart was pounding. This is the most I've been into a Rocket League game in months of years.
Dude,
yeah, it was
that last
Go ahead, Ginger.
goal. That last goal. How did that feel to see it just barely sneak by 2 defenders and finally drop?
Not gonna lie, I saw Kershey had the ball. I said mid, and I wasn't even looking at the net. I just hit it off the guard.
You just kind of blacked out.
And yeah, I just went in.
That's awesome, man.
You guys had a lot of posts and outs early in that series, and it seemed like as the series went on, you were able to get a few of those post ends. That's typical Strawberry Milk kind of curse. What were your thoughts going in that first game, and then being up by a goal, and then end up losing that first game, and then it almost happening in game 2, the same thing?
Yeah, that I was just gonna say. We were thinking the same thing early on there. Typical Strawberry Milk, posting out, never get any of the luck. But, I guess it just kind of, the luck started going our way. And, that first game or that second game there, we were up and lost, was tough. But, kind of just looked past it.
Got the mental straight and ended up turning it up and straightening it out for the rest of the series. That was a lot of fun to watch. That definitely had me on my toes casting it. Ginger, do you have anything else?
I got two more things I just want to quickly ask Nick, Steve here is number one, if you go back and watch the VOD, you'll notice like every single time like you miss like a open net, like within 5 seconds you score. Like you had a few plays, I'm not sure if you remember these, where you're on a fast break, you have the net, but you don't quite hit it to the right far enough, and then you rotate back out, and then there's just this ball that gets popped up, and you hit a much. You had multiple times where you missed an easier shot and then just hit a absolute like beautiful aerial like top center, top bins, and it's just like I was just like, Nix, are you just going for clips? Were you just like, nah, I need to hit something better than this?
Honestly, man, I mean, you know us. We always miss open nets too. It's the easy shots that we always miss somehow. But there's one specifically I think you're referring to.
Yep.
I legit had no boost. I was like dressing out because I saw everyone coming back, and I just ended up missing it. But yeah, I just ended up getting boost and hitting a decent shot, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard. I hate hitting open nets.
Well,
the other thing that was crazy that we saw was that save that you had where you were just boosting around in the net. And
he got
somehow
stuck
you
on the
came
top
our way
right,
to
and he
save.
ends up being there.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was complete luck. I like messed up. I think I like went off the post by accident and like just bounced off the floor and just started boosting up. I don't know. It was I have no idea what happened. I was honestly gonna go back into the VOD and see what that even looked like, because it was like complete accident. Honestly, I kind of feel bad.
Yeah,
crazy.
I want to watch that one back. How did you feel? I forget which one it was, but it was Kershey hit something. I don't know if it was game 3 or game 4, or if you guys even won the game. But it's the one where Kershey hits it top left, and it like just like curves around the post and in. Was that kind of the moment where you're like, oh yeah, we got this, like fate's on our side at this point?
I mean, honestly, 100%. I honestly thought Kershey was gonna miss that. No, I'm kidding. But like, kind of a little bit. Just not like beforehand, but like with the shot, I actually thought it was like just gonna go post out, because that's what was happening to us all night. But I was telling the boys when that happened, I was like, that from my perspective, I was so far away from the play, it looked like it was like slow motion going in. It was super weird, but you know, got a good bounce. It was a nice little pinch shot.
Absolutely.
Top corner.
Well, I'm glad that you guys were finally able to win a grand finals. It's been I don't know how many years, but you just needed some time off, I guess.
Yep. Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
I really hope. Does this mean we might see Strawberry Milk when this league gets spun up?
100%.
Strawberry Milk
100%.
is back for real.
Thursday night is for Rocket League.
Let's
You heard it
go.
here first. All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it. Congratulations again, Nick, Steve, on your grand finals win, and and celebrate with the boys. And we'll get those titles to you shortly. And Ginger, you could bring up the bracket screen again to show off the Strawberry Milk champions. I believe it should be good.
Strawberry Milk
Sweet boys.
with the W.
I'll see y'all later.
Later,
Awesome.
Steve.
Have a great
Nix.
night, Steve. Nix. Well,
So there's the bracket.
Keep
Now-
going. Back to you.
Those fours really should be threes. That's something we will fix. I think it thought it was a best of 7, but Faith X was 3-2 over Bang Esports. Strawberry Milk 3-1 over Lunar Flame, and then a game 5 Strawberry Milk 3-2 to take it. Great job, honestly. Like what I mean, I can't believe this this tournament. Like the competition was really good.
Yeah, honestly, all these teams were very similar skill levels. I think we got 4 teams that are really going to have to battle it out in the regular season when we get our first league up and running. And Incog, special thanks to you. Going to shout you out for a second. Incog was the one who helped create all the nice graphics all the nice API connections to keep all the boost meters tracking, and so everyone shout out Incog, and I'm ready to call it a night if you're down. I feel like we have to play that opening video one more time as our fade out video. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, everyone, have a great night. Thursday Night Rocket League is back.